It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby, you've made it. At least we kind of have. Hello and welcome to the Thursday KVJ Show. Virginia, I know you can talk. I don't know about the guy in front of me, if he's allowed to or not, because I assume by the face paint and the outfit again, the mime has made a return today.
Well, I think his contractual obligations override his face paint.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, I got you. Yeah.
You guys kind of tried me yesterday. You said the mime freak wouldn't come in here again dressed as a mime.
Yeah.
And I ain't got mine for that. Ain't nobody got mine for that.
Once again, y'all, it's mime time.
It's mime time, yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to wear you down. That's what the mime does.
Prime time for mime time.
One thing is for certain, I have to buy a lot more mime outfits.
People at my lunch,
yeah.
I went to a business lunch yesterday, and the mime came up.
Oh, it did, really?
People were talking about the mime and,
wow.
placing little, bets amongst themselves how long the mime act would last.
Oh, really?
And they were like, oh, he's going to quit. I'm like, y'all, he's not going to quit.
Yeah, especially if you challenge him.
You told about the luchador mask?
Yeah.
I did not.
44 days wearing a wrestling mask? Yeah.
This guy ain't giving up. If there's anything he has is pure determination.
And psychotic.
Oh, yeah. No.
Brain.
Psychotic determination.
Psychotic determination.
No,
Yes.
there's a lot of things from my childhood coming out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know you've been practicing a bit. As people watch on KVJ TV on YouTube, you've been taking the time during commercials to work on some of your routines as a mime. And I saw the video that you posted on the KVJ Show YouTube. I got to tell you, I think he's kind of getting it, Virginia. It was pretty impressive. He did a mime act with his girlfriend's dog, Dakota, where he was kind of walking the dog, the mime, on an invisible leash. And the way he was kind of following the dog around, it kind of worked. And the really encouraging part was the mime actually fell to the ground and bounced right back up. So the mime's fake hip must be doing great.
Remember when left side was weak side?
Yeah.
Left side, strong side. Now I'm feeling
Wow.
good. I am in the mime of my life right now, baby.
Yeah. See what you got?
Mime time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a healthy, energetic bird is not good for you guys.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, he feels great.
Denny's, make me some of that powerful coffee. I got to match this energy. We have like an extra caffeine coffee in there.
Oh,
and
yeah?
it's like so strong that Denny's is even like, oh, that's a little strong for me.
That's how you mime super hard. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Could you imagine if we gave the mime the super strong coffee?
Well, Robin Williams used to be a mime, and I know he used to do the disco dust a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on cocaine.
He was on some hardcore as a mime.
We don't have any cocaine here at the station to give you. We just have coffee.
And it's weird. I'll go back and I'll watch some of his old stand-up, and you go, holy crud, he is high as a kite right now. And as a kid, I had no idea.
None of us did.
I thought it was being eccentric. I thought I talked like this all the time. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, this guy's on cocaine.
Yeah, I saw him one time. I think it was at Saturday Night Live. He was up there and he was just riffing. I think they had him to like, okay, eat some time up. And he's going around the crowd, but he's like so manic.
Yes, I've seen that.
Have you seen that clip?
Oh,
I think
yes.
that's the one. I mean, it's perfect for like, oh my goodness.
He's kind of sweaty a little
Yes,
bit. He's got the
right.
cocaine sweat.
Cocaine brain.
Oh my gosh, just like one a minute. And I think he thinks it's like really funny, but some are like, I can't even follow it.
In
He's
the
talking
80s,
so fast.
Look, in the 80s, they did think it was really funny. My mom still to this day will tell you that Robin Williams is the best comedian ever because of his 80s cocaine act. And my mom had no idea he was on cocaine. Probably is just figuring it out now because she listens every day. She's definitely a P1.
Well, Robin Williams was, he was a known joke stealer. And after he made it big on Mork and Mindy, he'd go back to comedians that he stole jokes from and would give them money. It got to be a point where it got so bad, the reputation of him stealing jokes. If you saw Robin Williams, people would go up, I want some money. You stole my joke.
Oh,
Because his
wow.
reputation was getting that bad as far as a joke stealer. And that's the no-no in comedy. You can't steal jokes.
Right. You would hope not.
You can have DUIs, you can beat people up, but do not steal jokes, my friend.
You can do mountains of cocaine.
Yes.
Well, this is going to be the final week of Camp KVJ. That is a summer staple here on the KVJ Show, and a fun little game we play called Denny's or Animals. So you know when that goes away that school is right around the corner. So we got a 4-pack of tickets here today for the kids, plus a $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches. And Riley is on here from Boynton Beach to play Denny's or Animal. Hello, Riley.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good?
Good. Are you having a great summer?
Yes?
Yes? Good. Are you ready to play Denny's or Animal?
Yes?
Great. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to play an animal noise for you. You just got to let us know if it is a real animal or if it is Denny's that's making the noise. Okay, Riley?
Okay.
Okay. The first noise we have for you is a woodpecker that's pecking away on a tree. Is this one Denny's or Animal?
Wow, I think it's going to town.
It's a Morse code, I believe, sending a message. What do you think about that, Riley? Denny's or Animal?
Real?
Gonna go real? Oh, I know, it was so good, but that one actually is Denny's that made that noise. That is him on that.
Denny?
Yeah, Denny's is doing that. I know,
Yeah.
crazy, right? Crazy. Okay, well, what about this one? This is a bloodhound gang that's searching in the woods. Is this one Denny's or Animal, Riley? You can hear the dogs. They're out there, you know, just kind of looking for some criminal on the run or something. Do you think that's the real dogs, or is that Denny's making that noise?
Denny.
You're going to go Denny's. Yes, you got that one.
Yay.
That sounded like a gang of hounds.
Yeah, it's a bloodhound gang. That's what they call them out there.
Wasn't
There's
that
a lot
musical group?
I think it was.
of them. It was many, many years ago. All right, and the final one we have for you in Denny's or Animal, Riley, is a baby gibbon, I believe, a monkey that's calling for its mom. Is this Denny's or Animal? Wow. What do you think about that? You think that's Denny's or Animal? You think that one's real, Riley?
Yes?
You are correct.
Yay.
You had a very good round, 2 out of 3, and we're going to give you tickets. You ever been to Rapids Water Park, Riley?
No?
No, where you're going to go. How cool is that, huh?
To the water park.
Yeah.
Yay, the water park.
That's what you're doing. The water park. Have fun, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And Mommy, I'm
Thank
sure you are so welcome.
Oh, that mommy is coaching hard.
Yeah.
And mommy, you did a great job.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she did. Mommy's going to love that $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches.
Oh, mommy, you earned it, girl.
Only one day left. We have only one more Denny's or Animal, and then we wrap up for the summer.
Whoa.
I know.
Does that mean it comes back next year? Did we retire for a season?
It only comes during the summertime, Jay.
Wow. I remember that thing was hot rotation for a while. Even it was outside of summertime.
Now it's only a
Okay.
special 2 to 3 months out of the year you get Denny's or Animal.
Gotcha.
We were taxing animals and Denny's.
I do remember having a conversation. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm just running out of animals.
We find 2 months is a good dose of Denny's or Animal.
And then he gets to rest.
Yeah, and then he gets to rest for another 10 months. So at least until next May, Denny's is off the hook after tomorrow. Are you all done with your back to school shopping, Virginia?
No.
No. Have you started your back to school shopping?
We've got a few little things here and there.
Okay. And how much more do you have to do?
I would say probably, I don't know, 20%.
Do kids still flex their lunch boxes? I remember that was a big deal when I was a kid. If you had a cool lunch box, that was always a way to start a conversation.
Rocco gets school lunch. He buys lunch at school.
That's cool too, though.
Because I don't have time for all that. If I have to make a lunch, You would see me snap.
How hectic do you think it is going back to school? Because I saw 77% of parents say back to school season makes life more hectic. Are you part of that 77%, or does it not faze you too much?
Back to school just changes everything. That's all. I don't know if it's more or less hectic.
Okay.
It's kind of like the whole family's schedule has to shift.
Okay. They say a big part of it is having to drive the kids to school. That's about 38 minutes every single day, which tallies throughout the course of a 180-day school year. About 15 8-hour work days is what you're spending.
So thank goodness, because we're here. My husband has to do drop off. I'm responsible for pickup. Like what happens after school is my responsibility. What happens before school is Panda.
Okay.
As a parent, what's more hectic, picking up or dropping off?
Dropping off.
That's the worst.
Yeah, because you have to be prepared. Homework has to be done. They have to have not forgot anything at home that they need for that day's classes, including their little name badge, computer, whatever they have from school, backpack. Like it's that all their lunch money in their account. Like it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Pickup is much easier.
I remember being a kid being offended when a teacher would give me homework. I'm like, homework? What? I've already put in a full day today. What are you talking about? I would be so upset.
It's crazy because, these past few years, some teachers were like, homework 2 or 3 or 4 times a week. And then some teachers are like, I don't believe in homework. And you don't get homework ever.
Well, at least I guess it kind of balances out, though, at least, right?
I mean, those teachers that don't get homework ever, at Christmas, they was getting an Amazon card from this hooker.
Like back in the day, there was always that one teacher that would never give you homework, but it was only like one teacher. Now
Right.
it seems there's a hybrid situation going on.
I think some teachers who are parents themselves realize that when I give all this homework, it's going to be a burden on the parents and it's going to make life stressful. And isn't school stressful enough? Now they got to go home and be all stressed and everybody's yelling at each other and I'm screaming, do your homework.
Well,
Ugh.
It's also a burden on the teacher. So some of them are like going, hey, if I don't get my homework, I got a lot less work I got to do.
Exactly.
I want to go to happy hour tonight.
Right. So the happy hour teachers, they may not give you a lot of homework. Definitely. They got other things to do than go home and grade papers.
If you got a partying teacher, you might get out of homework.
And if you're that partying teacher that doesn't want to do homework, I will happily supply you a bottle of wine every quarter.
Okay, that's the bribe payment, huh?
Oh, definitely.
It sounds like it's going to work out.
You just give me that wine wink.
Yeah.
And I'll hook you up, girl.
Can you recommend that your students go to heavy drinking teachers? Is that one of the options you have when you enroll your children?
Gosh, it feels like you'd have to do a lot of research on the front end to figure out who these drinking teachers are. But, I mean, I'm willing to ask around.
If you talk to the teachers, they know.
They do know.
You just got going back. So who are the heavy drinkers here?
They feel like, why is this lady in the teacher's lounge?
Well, 7th and 8th grade, I had the same math teacher, and he was a heavy drinker during class. The guy was drunk, and he never gave homework. All he would do is make us do the multiplication tables. Like, you'd have to say it one time, and then math was pretty much done, and then he would just sing to us.
It all makes sense why we're not so good at math.
I know. Those were 2 kind of important years, I thought. I was supposed to be learning algebra and dude, it was terrible.
Yeah.
By 9th grade, I forgot how to add.
Well, I do feel for a lot of families because they say that the back-to-school shopping is costing more this year. $922 on average is what you're looking at. And 47% of parents are expecting to spend more money this year than they did last year, almost half.
Is that clothing and supplies and all that stuff? Or is that fees
clothing,
for the school?
shoes, you got backpacks, notebooks, pens, pencils, all that stuff.
I feel like shoes are the most expensive. You can get creative with the clothing. I'm telling you a little secret. There's kids' consignment shops all over South Florida. And you can go to these kids' consignment shops and you can get great deals on nice clothes that are gently worn, but that are good quality made clothes. And these stickers on the clothes, they have like 3 different prices. If you buy it when it first comes into the store, it's the highest price. If you wait a few weeks, it's the second price. If you wait like a month or more, it's the third price. You can get nice stuff sometimes. When it gets into that third price tier.
Okay, because they keep dropping them to try to sell them.
Exactly.
I bought an amazing suit for $8 at Goodwill.
Yeah.
Wore it to a KVJ event. Got a ton of compliments on it.
Yeah.
Now, somebody probably died in that suit.
Yes.
But for $8
Right.
with compliments.
So if you want to send your kids to school in $8 suits.
I went to school.
I don't know if that's going to work for the kids.
Yeah.
Because
I swear it
might
makes
not fit them.
It makes sense. What I'm saying is there are clothes cheap at the Goodwill.
Okay, all right.
It's quality. It's good stuff.
And Goodwill is a little different from consignment. So consignment is like nicer stuff at a cheaper price. Goodwill, that's where people just give their stuff when they're like, okay, I can't get no money for this at the consignment store.
So I sound low budget and stupid.
No.
Okay.
Not entirely. But there is a difference. I think maybe a lot of people don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Kids' consignment stores are usually only taking nice stuff. The ladies at the counter, when they do the intake, these ladies are often a little bitchy. And when they do the intake, they're not taking stuff that's cheap or Goodwill looking or torn or messed up. They only want high quality brand name items that will resale. So it's all good stuff that has gone through these women's criteria.
Yeah.
You're not going to go in kids' consignment and find a bunch of crap. If you go in Goodwill, you will have to dig through a bunch of crap.
You do have to do a lot of digging at Goodwill.
Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot of the thrift store price items are increasing as well.
That's true. Goodwill prices are sometimes insulting and obnoxious. I have put stuff down in Goodwill and walked out huffing and puffing.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's happened. Because of the internet and social media and all that, everyone is starting to get educated on what they have.
It's true.
They're looking up stuff now because there's such big money in all of this stuff. And you're seeing it in thrift shops big time. You would go there to find something cheap that could be a gem. Now, everything that comes in, they're looking it right up on eBay. They do
You're
it
right.
They do it
right there at the checkout.
Which, by the way, it's not the best move to do when you're trying to, especially if you're the owner of a shop and someone's spending a good amount of money. Typically, a good business person would throw in something extra. If you're making a big deal, now it's every cent. They're looking it up right in front of you. Like, no. eBay says it's $28, not 28 cents.
Well, you know what you say at that point? Never mind. I don't want it. Because a lot of these places, they are not going to get that eBay price. eBay is not getting that eBay price. That's why it's still on eBay and nobody's making any bids on it because it's overpriced.
There's a trick you have to learn, and people get fooled by it a lot on eBay. You have to, don't look at what they're asking for. See what that thing is selling for. Because anyone can ask Virginia could take her happy birthday balloon, put it on eBay and ask for 10 grand. Now, it's not worth it. It's what's the market going to pay?
Right.
You have to kind of do some research.
I hear there are some apps that you can use if you're looking to get some discounted clothing for back to school. They say Flip, FLIPP, compares weekly store ads so shoppers can find the lowest prices.
Okay.
So it's doing all the work so you're not driving around. Honey is an app that will automatically search for and will apply coupon codes online. And Karma with a K tracks prices and alerts shoppers when the items then go on sale. So if you want to kind of hold out, maybe you can find some deals that way. But
I've had little to no success with Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of times it searches for coupon codes and it can't make it happen.
Was buying clothes to go back to school a big deal for you as a kid or a teenager? As a kid, I didn't really care. My mom picked them out. And then I got to the age where I'm going, Mom, you're not picking out my clothes.
Right. Yeah.
I stopped trying to pick out anything from Magnolia because everything I pick, she's like, no.
Right. My mom used to make my clothes. So it was exciting when I got to actually buy them. So
she would?
Yeah, she would.
My mom made mine too, like when I was little.
It was rough.
Would you get picked on?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah. They were rough because she loved monogramming things on it.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was.
I mean, that is special.
It was special. It was special.
Did you save any of that stuff?
No. Where am I going to put all this stuff? You guys are saving all my clothes for 53 years?
No.
Well, your dad still has a house that you lived in as a younger child. You have an attic.
They ain't hoarders.
I probably know more stuff that Kevin has than Kevin. I went through all of your childhood
I know
stuff
you
when I
did,
was
yeah. I asked Jbird one. I'm like, hey, do I still have this? He'll let me know. Would you allow your daughter Magnolia to have worn leggings to high school, Virginia?
Yes, and she did.
Okay. Well, there is a school district in Florida that is not cool with it. If you're in the Tampa Bay area in Hillsborough County, they are going to be changing the dress code policy, forbidding girls from wearing leggings. They say that the policy forbids spandex or leggings unless worn as an undergarment or covered by clothing that extends to at least mid-thigh. Do you think that that is overreaching, or do you understand why they don't want girls in spandex leggings in a high school classroom with boys?
I do understand, absolutely, but I think as long as it's not like, pink parts or bare flesh sticking out, there's other things to worry about. Leggings are covered.
What are leggings? I get confused.
Remember when I gave you those pink pants and you tried them on and we could see every inch of you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Those are leggings.
They are revealing. Yes, they're, they're revealing. They're tight. They're nice. Hey, a lot of guys like them because they doesn't leave a lot to the imagination. And I think that's the problem is they say, look, we need to dress those up a bit because around the posterior area, we know that a lot of teenage boys' eyes are being misdirected and they can't focus on what is happening in the classroom because they're focusing on what she's wearing.
Monsters!
I mean, I get what they're doing. I totally get it. It's a distraction.
They say that a lot of parents in Hillsborough County are pretty upset because they just kind of unveiled this. They're just like, okay, wait, you're just telling us now?
After we went to Lululemon and dropped $300 on these dumb leggings?
Just for one, half a pair of pants.
You got some balls, Lulu.
Yeah, and they start school when everybody else does in South Florida on August 10th. And so they're saying, okay, well, this is a little bit late. In fact, one dad has organized a petition against the policy, and he's already got about 2,200 signatures as of yesterday afternoon.
Can the mom organize it and not the dad, maybe? It just sounds creepy that the dad wants to make sure his teenager can wear
when
leggings.
I'm in that car line gandering all those girls.
The tighter, the better.
Yeah, vote yes for leggings.
A vote for leggings is a vote for more camel toe.
Yeah, you're right.
Dad, stop.
If you're the dude really fighting this fight.
No, Dad, no. Do not put your name on this. Let Mom do this.
The one point that they are making, too, is they're saying, why do we have all these dress codes for girls? Where are the dress codes for boys? How much do we have
Well, you don't see boys trying to trot in leggings.
Exactly. So they're saying, okay, well, we got all these restrictions on what girls can wear. We need some restrictions on boys.
We don't.
There were some when I had. You couldn't wear like a muscle shirt. You couldn't wear a hat. I know those are sort of different.
I think some hoodies and whatnot, maybe those are, at least with some kind of lettering, I think there's some restrictions on.
They do like the length of your short. Mm-hmm. Boys couldn't wear the testicle huggers.
What my dad wears. That's what they wore in the 70s. My dad's got some cutters, man.
I'd like to see you in some of those.
Nah.
Why don't you come in here and dress nice for me?
Let me get to this mime stunt.
Well, they are going to actually be voting on the policy next Tuesday, and apparently a lot of board members agree with the parents that the policy seems discriminatory towards women and maybe a little over excessive, so girls should be able to wear leggings without having to put anything else on. Now, I asked KVJ TV, should leggings, and just the leggings, not having any shorts or something over top of it like what they want in Hillsborough County, be allowed in high schools? A majority of people say no, they should not, 56%. So it's tight. It's almost a 50-50 issue, but a majority of people say that no, they agree with Hillsborough County and they should ban the leggings.
The problem is not all bodies are the same. Okay. And some women can wear leggings and you don't really even take note. But then when some women that maybe are a little bit more curvy and, prominently stick out in certain places. When that individual wears leggings, it is a bigger distraction.
Well, at that point, it just looks like you've painted pants on your body.
But you can't go around and discriminate. And say, your body's acceptable.
No.
I mean, maybe that dad will.
No, that dad will.
That dad is
You
taking
can wear
notes.
them, you can't. You can wear them, you can't.
Exactly.
That dad has a scoring system in his car.
He might need to slow down this fight.
He's going to be
your
the
name-
leggings police out there every day. Be like, no, you need to put some on over that.
I'd be so mad if my dad was championing the leggings.
Oh, I would be so mad at my dad. I'm like, Dad,
what are you doing?
Dad, you're coming off a little creepy, dog.
The girls he allows in, he drops a nickel in front of. He drops something.
Dad.
He's fighting for women's rights.
We
Virginia.
gotta keep an eye on that dad. There's definitely some comments on whether or not they should be banning the leggings in Hillsborough County, where Tampa Bay is. Now, it looks like it's going to get some pushback at a school board meeting coming up on Tuesday, but we just done a KVJ poll a second ago, and a majority of people had said that they thought that it was a good thing to ban the leggings. It was at basically 54% of people thought that they shouldn't be there. So it's almost a 50-50 issue, but there are some people very passionate about this. One text said, once again, women being punished instead of men being taught. They say the leggings restriction is so sexist. Why are we sexualizing girls? This is training girls to think that it's their fault when they get attacked just because boys can't control themselves, but it's not. We need to train boys to respect girls and women. So that is their thought on that. Now, as a teacher, one text says, I've absolutely written up boys for having shorts that were shorter than their boxers. It is weird as a female teacher if I can see a student's boxers because they're longer than his shorts. Boys also tend to wear shorts or shirts with inappropriate images that can be a violation of the dress code. So I agree that there's definitely more that the girls need to worry about, and it is unfair, but I'm hyper vigilant, and I will write up a boy really quick. So she realizes that maybe things are stacked against girls when it comes to the dress code. She's trying to keep it fair. So there's a lot of people very passionate about that. So it'll be interesting to see exactly where that goes. Now, there's some other things that are looking to be banned in schools. One of them is phones. And it's interesting to see where the trends are going, because the more we talk about phone bans in schools, the more people are in favor of it. They say 77% of Americans now back in class cell phone bans for middle and high school students. That's up from 68% just 2 years ago. What do you think, Virginia? Should they have phones all day? Should they have phones for part of the day, or have no phones at all?
I think you got to defer to the teachers on this one. And time again, teachers are telling us no phones at all.
Okay.
So the teachers are there. The teachers are the ones in the moment that are saying, please, no phones. They're the experts, not me.
Well, the problem will be if you're trying to teach a lesson and you're trying to get everyone involved and someone's on their phone and then they don't listen to you and it becomes a distraction, then the whole lesson plan falls to crap. And that, to me, if it's in the classroom, I can understand that. You're trying to teach.
Yeah. 48% of people favor bell-to-bell restrictions. That's up from 36% a couple of years ago. And they say only 28% of those under 30 back all-day bans. So the younger people, they want their phones. The older people are like, put the phones away.
Well, I mean, I get both sides. I understand why the young people want their phones, and I understand why the old people are like, put their phones away.
Yes. Well, technology in the classroom is kind of an issue, and I do like what Broward County is doing. They're considering new policies that would significantly limit classroom screen time and tighten oversight of artificial intelligence use for the district's youngest students. They say that screen time would generally be restricted to state-required testing, instructional needs, or approved accommodations for students with disabilities. The studies that they found is that they put a lot more screens in classrooms, got rid of the textbooks, and this generation is the first one that's tested lower than their parents did when they were the same age.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Maybe we got it wrong, guys.
Me and Denny's were talking about that too, and I think even me and Virginia, it is different reading a book that you have in your hand compared to a screen. And I'm not sure why it's different. It's still reading, but there is something different.
Yeah.
I don't know if
different in a bad way.
Yes.
I don't think it's different good.
I think for some reason when you have to read it yourself with a book, I think that helps you, and I can't explain why, but It does feel that way.
This has been a fight all summer long in my house because I'm trying to get Rocco to read these books, and he's got these books.
Yeah,
and
how's that going?
He's only read 2 books, so it's going pretty S-bomb.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, it's gone terribly. But he would much rather read on the computer and do everything on the computer. When we had him reading the books by chapter and then giving us a PowerPoint presentation on the computer, he loved doing that.
Well, it feels
but his
like
comprehension is still in the toilet.
It feels like just computers compared to a book, and I think this might be, there's a lot of distractions on a computer. There's no pop-ups on a book. You just get distracted so easily on a computer. If you just have a book, the only thing that's going to distract you is your environment around you, not all these pop-ups.
Right.
Well, they're trying to clean up any kind of tech that the kids are using, monitor it, so it wouldn't be like what you have on your phone. So it would only be very clean. They would only get the text of whatever the assignment is that they're trying to read. And they even have this, I guess, a digital monitoring platform. It's called LineWise, and it filters out websites, monitors activity on school-issued devices, and flags potentially safety concerns, including threats of violence, self-harm, and inappropriate AI use. So I guess they'll be able to monitor everything that happens and pops up on a screen. So you imagine if you had a hacker get in on a school.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're just having their way talking to kids.
That'd be horrifying.
Yeah.
Good premise for a movie, though.
It would be a great premise for a movie.
And the guy's dressed like a mime.
Oh, wow. It's writing itself. But I want none of this heat, though, by the way. I don't want to go near school. Yeah, no, keep my name out your mouth.
KVJ TV wants to put a ban for only parts of the school day. About half of people said that. Only 13% want to ban them all day, and 38% say don't ban them at all. So the top favorite, and to me, I like moderation. And to me, finding times in the day where it's not distracting, it's your own free time. We're giving you 5 to 10 minutes to decompress, go find your phone, then you put it away, and then you go back and do what you got to do.
I'm totally cool with that. That seems like a fair compromise.
Yeah. Do you like the concept of leasing your electronics instead of buying? Now, when you buy, a lot of times you might wind up with a bunk old generation of a phone that you notice just doesn't seem to work as well. The battery doesn't stay charged as long as it used to. It's got an inferior camera, and it just doesn't do everything you want it to do.
The memory's always full.
Right.
Every video you take looks like somebody smudged butter on it, even after you've wiped off your lens.
Yes.
Butter smudge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's parts of a phone, it becomes permanently buttered.
That's a delicious problem. Butter smudge.
You put on that butter filter.
Yeah.
Well,
you do.
That butter filter can be nice sometimes if you got little wrinkles going on.
If you do got a phone that has that butter filter on there, you try to get another filter to kind of make a little color out of that thing.
Anybody is welcome to butter me up in any photos.
Well, if you're tired of the old butter filter on your photos, Apple's got a plan for you. It's called Apple Upgrade. It's a new device leasing program where it'll let customers rent iPhones, Macs, iPads, and Apple Watches through lower monthly payments rather than buying them outright.
It's a trap. It sounds like a trap.
In our house anyway, we make monthly payments anyway on owning it, and then we just sell back the device at the end.
Yeah.
So what's the freaking difference?
Yeah, what is the difference here?
I don't want these devices after I've got a new one. I mean, as long as it's wiped clean.
Right. So what it means, it's going to be good for you.
Yeah.
So for paying this standard price, you'll always have the newest, best tech. So the things you're complaining about with butter filters and not having enough memory, you won't have to worry about as much because you'll have the latest versions of whatever the laptop is or the phone that comes out.
I've learned anytime Apple makes something sound sexy and easy for you,
it's a trap.
We always get kicked right in the shorts. I'm not falling for it, Apple.
For the iPhones and Apple Watches, it's going to be available on a 12-month or 24-month term. The iPhone leases start at $17.99 per month, and the Apple Watches start at $11.99 per month. That's what you would pay to have it.
And then every year you get the newest, latest, greatest.
You'd be trading up. Now, again, they say it starts, so I'm sure there are tiers to that. So it might depend upon which version you get as to how much you pay. For the Macs and the iPads, they say that it's going to be available on a 24 or 36-month term, so you'd have it for up to 3 years, with Mac leases starting at $25 per month and iPads starting at $12.
Interesting.
I'm due for an update, but I think I have to wait till August. Upgrade. Words are hard.
Yes. Said the mime.
Yes, it's tough. It's a tough journey. Yeah, but I'm supposed to get like the top phone, but I have to wait till August.
That's when the new one comes out, right, Denny's? It is smarter to wait till August. I know because I just had to get the new phone because my old one literally stopped working. But the lady was like trying to tell Panda, wait till August because the new one comes out, you'll pay less. So you're actually doing it smart.
Yeah, well, they say with this that you can return the device, upgrade to a newer model, or you can pay a final amount to keep it based on how quickly you want to switch them out. So it sounds like you'd be able to switch out to the newer models faster, because I'm one of those people who buys the phone, keeps it for 4 or 5 years, and then when I notice it's really severely breaking down and inferior to the newer ones, then I finally upgrade.
After months of frustration with said phone, that I finally snap and want to chuck it in the intercoastal.
Yeah, usually after my 10th tech rage moment, I go, all right, just go get the new phone, Bird.
When it eats my 10th video and I want to punch myself in the neck.
Yeah. So
if we can avoid all that stress, that'd be great.
Then you might want to jump on this Apple upgrade. They say that customers will be updating their devices now more frequently by doing it.
I don't understand what the difference is, but Panda, will you jump on that?
Yes. And it sounds like it's really the same concept of what you're doing.
Right.
It's just that you swap it out more frequently.
Which is great.
Right.
If it'll keep me from having to go through those few months of tech rage because my phone pooped the bed, sign me up.
I just know the last time I went to go get a phone, Apple locked me out of my Apple account for 3 weeks. I was in Apple jail. I really only could call 10
Did you
people.
forget your Apple ID and password?
They changed phones, and I thought when I went to the store, he was putting all my old information on the new phone. So when I went to go, look at my text messages, and none of it worked. It
didn't transfer over.
I didn't have access to anything, and it really affected not only your job but your life.
Damn.
Oh yeah, 3 weeks I was in jail for.
Yikes. Okay.
So
well,
just whatever,
like you.
Whatever I did, don't do. But I don't know what I did wrong.
I can't even tell you what
Did you go
not
in as a
to
mime?
do.
I did not go in as a mime. No,
Okay.
because I had a meltdown in the parking lot and started fighting the air, and then realized you're out in public, dude. Calm down.
This place has cameras.
Yeah, I kind of had to calm down a little.
And if anybody has that footage of him fighting the air, we will pay for it.
Oh, I just couldn't believe it.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's expanding. Might be a good thing for you to check out the Apple upgrade.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Kanye was in court. They were trying to figure out this whole former assistant, Lauren Pisciata is her name. She has some crazy allegations, and we thought that it was going to go to a full lawsuit, but no, that is not happening now because they have settled for an undisclosed amount out of court. So Kanye will not have to have all the dirty details aired out of what this lady says happened. Of course, he is saying that he's innocent and that none of it happened, but it was kind of interesting. So she was hired from 2021 to 2022. It was a quick employment. She left because she felt that something had happened after a studio session. So she went into the studio with Kanye and Diddy. They were drinking.
That's
yikes.
Right?
Yikes.
So
that sounds like a nightmare scenario.
I did the deep dive into what exactly her allegations were. They were in the studio. She was a brand new assistant. She was young. They were drinking. Everybody was having a good time. And she was consuming cocktails given to her by Diddy and by Kanye. And And she said she blacked out, doesn't remember what happened, but then bits and pieces of what she feels like happened started coming to her. According to her complaint, she says she realized that she had in fact been drugged and sexually assaulted after she began getting bits and pieces of memories. And then years later, Kanye told her that, oh yeah, we hooked up that night. And she was like, I didn't know I hooked up with anyone that night, but was getting bits and pieces of memories. And yeah, that's why she brought forth this sexual harassment and assault lawsuit. And I guess maybe he felt like she had enough proof, and he, instead of fighting this out in court in front of a jury, decided to pay her to make all of this go away. So they reached a settlement yesterday.
Okay.
Crazy. And as a side note, Diddy is going to be getting out of prison even sooner. They've moved up his release date a whole entire month.
And this is even after a prison fight, huh?
Yeah. He gets in a prison fight, which I don't think he started, but nonetheless, he got into a prison fight where they say he held his own, and now he's getting released January of 2028 instead of February of 2028.
Huh. Okay.
So do you think people want to start stuff with Diddy in prison?
Yes.
Or okay.
Absolutely. I think people...
He's a marked man.
He's a marked man.
Yeah.
He's going to be a marked man.
It's the closest thing you're going to get to fame. You want a little shot at the title, something to tell your family.
Exactly. Especially if you think you're a badass.
Yeah. But I wasn't sure if... I'm sure there's other people that like him too, that want to hang out with him as well.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's got guys that are protecting him and guys that want to fight him. He's probably a beacon.
Yeah.
He's a neon sign as he walks around the prison, in the yard, in the commissary, wherever he is. Everybody is watching him. And I hope he's uncomfortable. In other news, it looks like Taylor Frankie Paul is pushing back. Her two exes got together. Now they are the exes, Dakota Mortensen and Tate Paul. They are two different baby daddies that, you know, if you have two guys that don't like the same woman, now all of a sudden these two guys are friends.
That does happen sometimes.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Right. So these two guys got together and they were both asking for 60% custody of their individual children when she would get 40% custody. Well, Taylor Frankie Paul is pushing back and saying, no, I'm not allowing anything less than 50%, which is usually what the courts try to do. And I think what every good parent should insist upon is 50% of the time. Now, the court is still out on whether we consider Taylor Frankie Paul a good parent. I don't know about that so much, but here we are. She is rejecting this proposal and says she's going to fight for 50% of the time with her kids. And I know you watched this show on Mackenzie Shirilla.
I've done a very, very large deep dive on this case.
Well, what do you think about this then? I want your opinion. Her attorneys are saying that she needs her conviction thrown out and she needs a new trial because they tried her in adult court when she was 17 at the time of the crash, and she should have been tried in juvenile court.
Objection, Your Honor. Her parents are very annoying, and you should listen to the calls with her and her mom. That tells you everything you need to know about her, that family, and she was close enough to being an adult. She's right where she needs to be at.
Yeah, I mean, she's a bad human who they say practiced the accident before it happened.
Practiced it.
And then killed her boyfriend and his friend. Practiced it.
Well, not the parents, but they went back and it showed that she went to that site where she crashed the car, and it looked like she had done a dry run. Now, I wasn't there.
Wow.
It's according to everything that I've heard.
How about that?
But her parents are awful. Oh, my gosh.
Her parents are such enablers, and she is such a monster.
Well, it reminds me of why I got out of coaching baseball, because I noticed parents started just making excuses for bad behavior, and then always being the victim on every single situation, especially when they were in the wrong. And that's how that family is.
Yeah, I really hope the federal petition is denied for a new trial and she stays exactly where she is. That's just this dirt of the day court's opinion.
Okay.
She's where she belongs.
Also, too, they record your calls in prison. Just remember that.
You're not coming off very likable when you're talking about how famous. Oh my gosh, maybe Kim Kardashian will represent me, mommy.
Oh, I mean, no, I'm not. That's just one of many things you go. What is this family on?
That's what's going on in your dirt.
It is kind of odd that we see these things in movies and they never ever happen in real life, but yet we really don't question them. You're like, no, it's just a movie, right? It is kind of funny, though, when you start thinking about some of the things like, oh, gosh, I wish that happened. It just never does happen.
The one I always wanted to see happen is where one punch in a bar starts an entire bar fight. Everyone just starts punching everybody, and the band keeps on playing.
Keeps on playing, yeah.
That's such a movie thing.
That's the trick.
Have you ever seen that ever happen in real life?
No, I have seen one action start a massive fight, but I have not seen the band continue to play.
You know, beer bottles are being thrown off the wall, and the bass players ducks, but still hits the notes.
Roadhouse, yeah.
So from a lot of movies.
Yes, right. They love doing that. The one that I've seen, too, is somebody quitting their job with a dramatic speech, and then the entire office stands up and applauds them, and they're the hero of the workplace.
Yes, they do that at high school parties, too, where someone stands on a table, and then everyone who's drunk at the party turns the music down, and everyone is just listening to every word you say. That would never happen at a party.
Yeah.
You get 3 words out, and then you get jumped.
Mm-hmm. The thing that kind of drives me crazy, too, is you'll see that hacker that just types furiously for 30 seconds and they break into the most difficult cryptid system that is out there possible that the government and everybody has. They do that all the time. And meanwhile, it just, for me to put up it takes me like 30 minutes just to do something. I'm like, how these guys do it? Now, I know I'm not an expert hacker, but I mean, there's no way they can do something that fast.
But you're right, though. They'll plug something in and hit 3 words. Okay, we're in now, sir.
We're
we got
in.
it. We've hacked Russia.
Yeah. That's all it takes. One thing always kind of gets me, too, is a person that wakes up in the morning and they look flawless. Like, they never have, like, massive bedhead. They don't have weird lines across their face. Their face isn't all puffy and swollen. They look just absolutely like they just laid on the pillow, did not move the entire night, and just popped right back up like, I'm so well rested.
Yeah, when I wake up, it looks like I fought a war.
If you watch any of the Real Housewives franchises, they fake that so hard on all those.
Oh, yeah.
When they come into like the girl's room in her house or whatever, and she's waking up to start her day, like every time they get out of bed, full makeup, glam, hair, everything's perfection. You're like, all right, girl.
Like, I didn't know women wore lipstick to bed.
There's a couple other fun things that happen in movies that don't happen in real life. The bartender that hears somebody's life story and then they turn and give you some wise quote that is over in 15 seconds. And they say they solve all your life problems. Like, if that were true, every bartender in America is some sage, just wise mystic who has just a wealth of knowledge above and beyond just making a cocktail.
I feel like you've talked to a lot of bartenders in your time. Have you ever had that happen where a bartender had some great advice? I know some can keep a great conversation going, but I'm talking about like Miyagi type advice.
Never. And I've been in a lot of bars, talked to a lot of bartenders. I enjoy the conversations. It's very great. But yeah, nobody ever summed up all the problems in my life in one quick 10-second resolution.
I was watching a video yesterday, and it's some bar in New York City, and it said, this is the perfect bartender. So there's no drink menu, but it's a full bar with everything you could want. And what you do is you walk into the bar and you tell the bartender what you like, and he custom makes you a drink right there based on the kind of flavors you like. And people are like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Wow. Like, that's a great bartender.
Yeah, you can have good bartenders.
I wonder if you could tell them your problems for the same, like,
it'd be nice.
Thing. Like,
well,
okay, here's my problem with my ex-wife. What should I do?
Got plenty of good drinks, not plenty of good advice.
Oh, after the 4th drink, I would talk to the plant next to me and go, you're not going to believe what's going on in my life. After 4 drinks, I think you're going to talk to anybody.
Yeah. There are a lot of things they do in movies, too, that are just for convenience, and I do get expediting the process and getting to the action. It's all fine. But a couple of things are kind of like, just once, I'd love to see an honest movie where they don't get the immediate up close personal parking spot every single time. I like seeing them just pull into a parking lot way far away and then cut to them walking in. You'd be like going, wow, they had to walk far. Just do that one time. It only takes an extra 2 seconds. It means so much to me. And then handle your phone conversations realistically. I mean, would it take and be so much for somebody like, all right, man, talk to you later? Just do that one time. That is what, a half second?
They're starting to do that more, I've noticed, because it's been such a thing. Everyone's called out for so long. They never say goodbye.
Insane.
They're doing it more now because it didn't seem natural.
It would be funny to live your life like how things really work in the movies to see how it would go. I'd like to start hanging up every single time on my wife to see how long before I got like, why do you always hang up on me? I don't get it. Like, can you say goodbye? Like, imagine if you did that to everybody in your life. Be like, they say something and just click, gone. You're like, are they mad at me? Like, I don't understand what's going on. They say goodbye and no see you later, no nothing.
The one you brought up last week, I used to hate it as a kid. I kind of like it now because it's cheesy. It's when the villain reveals the plan.
Yes, they give you the synopsis of the entire plot. It's like, well, if you would have skipped all that, which you didn't need to tell them, just kill them, they'd have been dead. You would have gotten your plan done. But no, you undid yourself by taking 3 minutes to explain the whole plot over again.
I don't have to tell you my plan, Mr. Ralston, but I'm going to anyway, and I'm going to take 9 minutes to do it, so you have time to grab that gun and shoot me.
And amazingly, I have a PowerPoint. Yes. Slide number 1. 10 minutes later, slide number 76. And you're like, oh, just kill him already. Jeez. Come on, man. Okay, can you answer like a majority of the KVJ show? That's what we're going to try to find out here today in Majority Rule. Got myself Kevin, we have Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's all set to try to see if we can match up here. The first thing that I need you to write down is a chip flavor. A chip flavor. Okay, what are we going to go with here? I am going to go with sour cream and onion. Sour cream and onion for a chip flavor. Virginia, what do you got?
Cheese.
Jbird?
Like a cheesy cheese.
Cheddar cheese, maybe?
Any cheese.
Jbird?
Sour cream and onion, baby. Thinking like a Ralston.
Yeah, he is. And Denny's, what do you got?
I put barbecue.
Oh man, that sucks. Wow. Bird and I got a point.
Damn it.
Matching up.
It's like we can think each other's thoughts. We don't even need words.
That's it. You don't have to talk mime. You can start speaking through me. You can do your mime act, and I'll just say everything that Jbird wants to say. Yeah, he's okay with that. See how that works?
All right, Denny's. Let's finish them.
They're mime reading each other.
Yeah. Now we have to team up.
How annoying would this act be if we kept it going?
It's already annoying.
No, believe me, I know the temperatures are right for a mime
We're gonna
lashing.
lose everybody quick. Okay, well, with that, let's go with a type of donut. Type of donut.
Man, I'm trying to think like Denny's, but that man don't eat donuts.
Denny's?
He doesn't eat donuts like you would.
Well, first of all, I don't like the judgmental tone you used.
Like you would.
Yeah, I was raised on donuts, and I'm proud of it.
All right, Virginia, give us a donut.
I'm going to go just plain glazed.
Okay. Jbird.
I was hoping y'all were going to put the BH donut down.
Is that the technical
cruller.
name?
Cruller. Yeah, we will take either one of them. Cruller.
Okay. What do you got over there, Danny?
Ooh, I was trying to align with Virginia. I put glazed.
Okay.
Wow. I know Virginia loves to say it. I thought she might say jelly.
I do love to say
Jelly.
Yeah,
Jelly.
well, I thought you were going to go with that, so I was trying to match with
from
Virginia.
Strange Brew. It's a jelly.
Good reference.
It's only like 40 years old. Bring that movie back. Rick Moranis is coming back. We just brought him back this week.
Yeah.
Come on, Rick.
He hasn't acted in 30 years. That'll let you know.
We need you. The old dogs, woof woof, need you.
Okay, now everybody is all tied up.
Okay, Denny's.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next up, I need an item you would always find in your grandma's purse. An item you would always find in Grandma's purse. Jbird, you get to start us on this round. What do you think?
Them old people mints, you know, the ones they give out free at restaurants.
Starlight mint.
Starlight mints.
Yeah.
I'd never even committed the name to memory because they sucked so bad.
Okay. What do you got, Denny?
I put candies, like old people candies.
Yeah,
Butterscotch.
butterscotch.
Is totally one.
Okay. I went mints.
No.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Virginia.
Mints.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Do we give Denny's a point too?
I think we have to. It's like
candy.
mints and
Okay.
candy. It's all the same.
Okay.
We're all on the same wavelength.
Yeah, mints and butterscotch are so the same.
Whatever. We're all the same.
Judgy mime.
Very judgy until you forget it. Oh, yeah. Something happens when this paint goes on my face. I turn into a real jerk.
All right, everybody's tied it to a piece. Next up, give me an airport annoyance. Something that you find to be annoying at the airport. Denny's, you get to start us off here. What are you going to go with?
Delays.
I'm the same. Virginia, what do you got?
I wrote long TSA line.
Okay, Jbird.
I put taking my shoes off. And it's the same thing. You have to like undress, and then everyone's looking at you.
You don't have to do that anymore.
They made me take my shoes off.
If you're wearing boots, you do.
I had like that kind of shoe.
Big boots, you got to take them off.
I kind of look tough. Yeah, they're like, watch this guy.
Heading back from the Colorado airport, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take off anything, and you can leave everything in your bags. You don't even have to take anything out of your bag.
Well, chill, man.
It was the greatest experience ever.
What? Then why am I getting singled out?
Look at you.
I mean, if there's one guy, you might want to be like,
All right, let's go ahead and pull this guy.
You've been randomly selected.
You've been randomly selected. You're lucky they don't bring you that little side room.
The same thing happened to me and Denny's when we flew together. We were talking to some nuns, and all of a sudden we got singled out and checked.
They were like, leave those nuns alone, you two weirdos.
the nuns told him.
The nuns are like, hey.
They were so kind to us.
Yeah, that's
And then
what
they
they
turned
do.
on you.
I think they did.
They were like, those guys are definitely carrying something.
Be nice to them. I think they might be criminals. Give me a summer activity you love to do. It's a fun little summer activity from back in the day. What would you be found doing most summer days? Tell me what that is. I'm going to go with swimming. Kids love going to the pool. There's a big activity in my town. What about you, Virginia?
Same, swimming.
Okay, Jbird.
Homemade water slide.
Okay, Denny's.
I put slip and slide.
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay, that cancels out myself and Virginia. Nobody gets a point on that.
I was hoping you did.
So intense.
It was.
Wow.
Man, you could just feel the tension.
I'd like to see this mime go down the slip and slide.
Say when. Say when. I am feeling spry.
Give me a celebrity you can recognize in one name. They only go by one name. Tell me who that celebrity might be. What do you think, Virginia?
Madonna.
Jbird.
Madonna.
Denny's.
Madonna.
Jeez, I went Shakira. I thought everybody go. Wow. Okay, I forgot you guys are all trapped in the 80s.
Shakira.
Some of us even in the 70s.
Sucking on a Starlight mint.
You're right. We are so stuck in the 80s.
Bringing up slip and slide.
And with that, because we count mints as butterscotch, Denny's wins.
Wow. The deciding point.
That is it. That's what got him the dub today.
A win for the Denny's is a loss for the bird.
No, you can't take my line.
I just took it, bitch.
All right.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well, get ready for this week's digital drama.
Well, you got Margie here, who decided to air out her ex on social media, claiming that he is a deadbeat because all he does is play video games. Then she took it a step further and declared that every gamer is a loser who deserves to be dumped. The internet, especially the gamers, did not take this well. I'll play the role of Margie here, getting all the gamers upset. Virginia can be Evan. Jbird's going to be Dylan, and Denny's, you'll be Susan. Okay, so here's what Margie had to say.
My ex is 37 years old and spends 6 hours a night pretending to say fake dragons while his real apartment smells like dirty socks and Dorito farts. Ladies, if your man is a gamer, dump him today. You're dating a child with Wi-Fi.
Funny, my wife games right beside me every night. We've been married 12 years, own a house, pay our bills. Sounds like your problem wasn't gaming. Sounds like you have anger issues and terrible taste in men.
Imagine getting dumped by one guy and deciding to declare war on an entire hobby. Your ex dodged a bullet. You sound unhinged.
So unhinged, bruh.
I'm a woman. I game almost every day. I own my own business, and my husband loves it. Maybe your ex kept playing because listening to you was the real final boss.
Final boss. What's final boss?
Final boss of a game. The last person you have to fight to win.
Oh,
like Bowser.
Okay, this is educational as well.
I like how you said Bowser.
Bowser would be a final boss.
Okay. Margie then chimes back in. She says,
Keep lying to yourselves. I've never met a gamer whose bedroom didn't smell like energy drinks, all pizza, and pot smoke. Some of you spend more time customizing fake characters and touching your own spouse. Get a life, losers.
You're just mad that your ex-man had more fun gaming than being around your salty ass. That's gotta sting worse than losing to a 10-year-old during a round of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, good one, dude.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Maybe he escaped into video games because they had better dialogue.
Oh.
Calling out the entire gaming community isn't a smart move, lady. We've been known how to doxed MFers.
You keep acting like gamers don't have relationships. Sweetheart, my husband still chases me around the house. The only thing chasing you is another boxed wine and your Facebook memories. I have a feeling no one will show up to your funeral.
Damn.
Laugh all you want. At least I don't have to beg a grown adult to pause a game so we can have a conversation. Enjoy being with losers who think their video game win ratio belongs on a resume. Hashtag for me, game over.
Okay, the lingo.
Margie. Got another one here where in a neighborhood next door page, it goes crazy after a woman says her mail carrier gives her creepy vibes for being overly cheerful.
How dare he be happy?
Once folks realize who she's talking about, the comment section turns a bit. All right, Christy Lee, the complainer, will be played by me. Virginia's going to play Skip. We've got Jbird playing Marcus, and Denny's you've got Riley. Okay. Here's what Christy Lee had to say. Am I the only one that's creeped out by our mailman? Every day it's, hope you have a great day. Then he smiles that weird grin and his crooked teeth. They just staring right at me. His greasy hair, lanky body, total predator vibes. I'm just saying, he looks like every creepy guy you see in a murder documentary. Am I right?
Wait a minute, are you talking about Timothy the mailman? That guy is loved by everyone. He's been married 30 plus years, does holiday drives, is very involved in charity, knows everyone's name. You're calling the sweetest man sinister, and I'm not going to stand for it, damn it.
This is honestly one of the meanest posts I've read in a while. You're breaking down someone's face like it's evidence. Timothy is the kindest man on the planet. This is a horrible take, Christy Lee.
My kids wave at Timothy every day. He asks, how's school going? He drops the mail and then he leaves. That's normal. That's called being nice, you judgmental bee.
Oh, you can defend him, but those vibes do not come from nowhere. The smile, the hair, the energy. That's how those murder shows always start. I have a great woman's intuition, and he has predator vibes radiating right off of his aura.
Or maybe, just maybe, you've watched so many of those stupid murder documentaries that basic kindness feels like suspicion now.
Imagine doing your job and finding out someone trashed you online because you're not attractive enough for them. Timothy is not unattractive at all. His crooked teeth give him character.
Damn. It's kind of a diss.
It's terrible. You're judging a man's character off his teeth, hair, and small talk? That's not being cautious. That's being shallow.
Believe what you want. I trust my gut. If I'm wrong, great. But if I'm right, don't pretend I didn't warn you. Your boy Timothy has got some darkness surrounding him.
I said no. What people should watch out for is folks who judge someone's whole character off their teeth and hair. Timothy delivers mail. You deliver hate. And people who judge others like that have a hot place in hell.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, there you go. Predator vibes. Fun threads.
Not for Timothy.
Hopefully he doesn't see that.
Yes.
I think he might.
Stick to the mail, Timmy.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Denny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
All right, it's comedy time. We are the joke jury, though. We're going to let Denny's know which jokes are working and which ones are not. What do we got today, Denny's?
All right, joke one. What do you call a dinosaur that poops their pants?
I don't know. What do you call a dinosaur who poops their pants?
A velociraptor.
Oh, dino comedy.
That's a great kid joke right there.
I mean, you're doing this for Jbird.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, it's working.
Second joke. What did they charge the guy with after he drowned someone in chickpeas?
I don't know. What did they charge him with after he drowned somebody in chickpeas?
Homicide.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
Third joke. What did the bank give the family to open their cheese business?
I don't know. What did the bank give him to open the cheese business?
A provolone.
Oh, yeah.
Money and cheese. It works, baby. It works.
Fourth joke. Why does eating long-haired ox get some people in the mood?
I don't know. Why does eating long-haired ox get some people in the mood?
Because it's an aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac.
I noticed there's a lot of animal comedy.
There is. He must have been.
A lot of kids shows just have animals.
Yeah, right. It's his inspiration.
And final joke. Will a French cannibal eat a dead person's ass? You know, it's a cannibal.
Will it?
Butt of corpse. It's years of writing jokes.
I think that's a grand slam. Yeah. 5 out of 5, kid.
There you go. All right, the mind loves it. It's all good. Very nice.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. BTS, ever heard of them? Pretty big group globally. Has just announced that they will not be submitting music from their new album for consideration at the 2027 Grammys. All 7 members of BTS simultaneously posted identical statements on their individual Instagram accounts saying, and I quote, "We have decided not to submit to the Grammys this year. I hope that music can be heard and loved for what it is, rather than being divided by region or language. Thank you to ARMY," I assume that's their fans, "and everyone who is always with us," end quote.
Okay. I see what they're saying here.
A specific category was added to the Grammys. Best Asian pop music. I think there's other ones as well. Like, they want to be just regular music. They don't want to be called Asian music. And the Recording Academy CEO also released a statement and said, "I'm sad to hear that BTS has chosen not to participate in the Grammy Awards, but I do respect and understand their decision. I want to clarify, just because," and this is me like making this easier because he's got a long-winded statement. Basically, the Asian pop category wasn't created, and then they're going to be counted out of the other, like, record of the year, album of the year, song of the year. Like, they'll still be up for all that, but they'll just also be up for the Asian award, too. But BTS is saying, no. We don't want all that. Best is the best. Don't make us Asian best. So you can kind of see both sides.
I mean, hey, look, it'd make the show go faster, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, less categories.
But you are going to cut out people. I don't know if they do a European and whatnot, but yeah, honestly, do we really need that? Let's just do best is best and call it good. Everybody wants to go home anyway.
Thank you.
Just post the winners online and call it a night.
I'm all for that too.
And I like to side with the artist and not the man, right?
Well, the Grammys, at least, the thing I did like about the Grammys, and I'm not sure if they still do because I haven't really watched a lot of it of the last couple of years, but that you would at least see the performances. You'd see the artists perform their songs throughout the entire show, and that's why I watched it back in the day. Yeah, you want to hear them perform live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they still do that.
Okay, well, that part I do like.
Yeah.
And finally here, Oprah Winfrey's girls' school that she started in South Africa 20 years ago is closing in 2027. I guess she's handing over operations to local government officials and has decided to end the girls' school. No word on why, no reason behind it, just that, okay, we done.
I wonder how much that changes the school not having her behind it.
Probably a lot, because with Oprah came that money, right? Now, she's saying she's still going to give money and try to help more girls by doing it differently, but
okay,
I don't know. Interesting.
Well, I trust and hope that she is. It's all working out.
I trust no one, Kevin.
What about the poor girls that are like freshmen right now? They're like, oh, damn, we were so close to graduating.
We missed the Oprah time.
Damn. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Box.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, there is a new BBC documentary that I don't think Jared Leto's too big a fan of because it's about him and it's called Hollywood's Dark Secret.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yikes. You might want to stay away from something that has your name on it with that. There are a couple of accusers on here that are saying that he had criminal sexual contact with them at an age that was not appropriate. One is accusing Jared Leto of assault in a motel bathroom when she was 17 years of age. Another one alleges statutory rape in California, also at the age of 17. And a third is claiming that Jared Leto made repeated sexual explicit calls to her when she was 16.
Ooh.
All these alleged incidents occurred between the years 2002 and 2016 when he was in his 30s and 40s, so much older than these girls themselves. And here's the account of a couple of the girls. This one is going by the name of Clara here.
He was at a table with friends, just having some general banter about things. We had drifted into the realm to talking about the age of consent. I had mentioned to him my dad was in law enforcement, that I knew with certainty that here in California, the age of consent is 18. He just kind of shrugged it off like it wasn't a huge concern for him.
She says Leto then invited the girls to his house.
And so he suggested to my friend, you can wait in the computer room while her and I hang out.
Clara says they went on to have sex.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, those are basically the accusations that are coming with that. So
I didn't realize he was Skeletor in the Masters of the Universe movie.
Right. Yeah, he does some interesting roles.
Now he's Skele-whore.
That might be his last role.
Yeah. If they
for a while
figure out that he did what he's being accused of, dude, come on.
He is denying all the accusations.
But how many women are going to come forward now? Because
you got three. Yeah, we'll see if any more.
With three comes safety and security, and you're not going to be like a target.
Well, even the stuff he did when he was playing the Joker was suspect and weird and almost kind of crossed the line. He was delivering weird items as the Joker.
I think he's genuinely a weird dude. Yeah.
But it was like a dead rat. One was I don't even want to say it on the air because I don't. It's too adult.
All right. Well, if you go to Halloween Horror Nights, you're going to see something pretty cool. The Ozzy Osbourne Prince of Darkness house that is going to be there, a tribute for the 45 years of Ozzy's solo career.
I see you've brought your strength. No matter, for even the strongest can be overpowered by the dark.
Bow before Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. One nightmare of many, only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, there you go.
That's such a great line. Let the madness begin.
Yes. It begins August 28th. And would you like to hear Katy Perry stuck in an inflatable bottle?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like a genie?
Yeah, what it is she does this thing where she puts herself in this giant inflatable water bottle, and then that's how she crowd surfs at a lot of her shows so that the icky fans don't actually, molest her and handle her. So they're kind of passing Katy, but she's in this inflatable bottle. But apparently the crowd didn't get the instructions. They were supposed to pass her around shortly and just real quick around the front and then put her back on the stage to continue the show. Instead, they passed her to the back, and here she is in this giant water bottle, and she's trying to get out and get back to the stage to perform, but the people aren't following the instructions the right way.
Oh, you got to give her a little pocket knife.
Yeah, so Katy Perry, here she is trapped in this dang inflatable water bottle, and the crowd's taking her to the back, not to the front, to the stage.
Oh, boy, that's a mess. Who's in charge here?
Hey, you can't say she doesn't go for it.
What is this, a KVJ live show? Everything goes sideways?
Can we please return Katy Perry back to the stage in her inflatable water bottle?
She's doing a lot.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
she is. And that is your viral audio. So is Will Ferrell a jerk or not? Now, BuzzFeed has one of these lists, and people always love ratting out celebrities that they say is rude. Now, for me, I have seen situations, kind of been in some situations sometimes where a lot of people are trying to get at you and you're trying to say hello to everybody and you have a hard time. And in BuzzFeed, a person says, Will Ferrell was a complete jerk when I encountered him. I didn't even know it was him until after the interaction. He was dressed in ski gear. And I think I saw one time he was at a ski lodge thing. He's going around and there was the whole room was trying to get his attention. And he's trying to, he loves putting himself in man of the people. And, sometimes those aren't necessarily fair, where he's just trying to handle everybody and he didn't get to you or acknowledge you. And so you think he's a complete raving jerk.
It's a lot. If 8,000 people want to grab Will Ferrell's attention, he's not going to be able to be kind to that group. It's just not possible.
Right. Now you have both sides of it, where then you have celebrities that are clearly absolutely rude when it is unnecessary to be that rude in certain situations. And Will Ferrell was talking about, as he's promoting this new Netflix show that he has, The Hawk, about a bad fan encounter that he had. So you see a little bit from his perspective what he has to go through.
I was at a restaurant. I was walking to the bathroom, and I just happened to be in lockstep with this woman who looks up and is like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine." They're like, "Oh, gosh, great to meet you." I'm like, "Thank you." She's like, "You're very funny." And I'm like, "Well, that's very nice of you." It's like, "But you're no Larry David." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? He's one of the best. He's a king. Anyway, she goes to the bathroom. I go to the men's room. Sure. I don't know. Somehow I come out. Oh, no. She comes out at the same time. She wasn't waiting for me. It literally, and then she picks up right where she's like, "I'm serious. You're no Larry David." Like you're not even close to him.
He's like, "Yeah, I agree."
Yes. So he's already acknowledged it. She's bringing it back up again.
And then I was like, okay, oh, we're going there. I do have the ability to stand up for myself. That's surprising to people. So I was like, you know what? I get it. You like Larry David. Why don't you go back to your table and shut up?
Oh, damn.
And she's like, "Oh!" And then I just was like, and then I was like, okay, if you're going to really keep it up, then I'll get back in your face. Like, I get it. You like Larry David. I do too. You made your point. Shut up. And then she was taking, and I know she was back. So I know the B side of that was like, I just met that Buddy the Elf. He's an
So you could see somebody running to BuzzFeed and be like, I just had the worst experience with Will Ferrell. He's such a jerk. He told me to shut up and go back and sit down. And you don't get the story about what exactly happened that got him to that place.
It is a weird thing when someone's being nice to you and then they're kind of also being mean to you at the same time.
It happens to Jbird all the time.
They buy you a meal and then they insult your show.
Yeah.
It's odd. It puts you in a weird mind space. You're like, all right.
Right.
I think if you're like the funny guy, people think that they can use you as a punching bag.
Yeah,
And
there's that.
They think that like, oh, well, I laugh at your jokes. I've built your career. I can make some jokes at your expense too.
To me, when it comes to these celebrities that are jerky, it's repeated stories over the years, and it's a chance where it was a one-on-one encounter, and they could have been decent or humane to a person, and they were not. That's the times where I'm like, okay, they may in real life be a jerk. A majority of the celebrities I've ever met have been wonderful people, but I will tell you probably 20% of them, yes, have been miserable, terrible people you would not like in real life.
Like the James Corden situation. Remember there was, you're like, oh, he's the lovable talk show guy. Then you heard another story and another story. Right. And I think he was just flat out rude. He thought he was better than people. That's different than having a bad day and standing up for yourself.
Right. Mm-hmm. Acting like a diva on an airplane in first class, yelling at your family. Not a good look.
It got away from him.
Yeah. So a lot of these, when I read these comments that people leave on BuzzFeed about these celebrities, I'm like, okay, could there be another side to this you could defend the celebrity on?
Who's going to talk trash about BuzzFeed? They need trash talking too. They're always going to go with the low-hanging fruit. It's BuzzFeed.
So they did. So should rename themselves as just low-hanging fruit. But I will tell you that last time we talked about some of the jerky celebrities, somebody did say Carrie Underwood, that they had worked with her in Nashville and on BuzzFeed. I don't know if it's the same person who was getting hold of us that's just telling the whole world, but they said anyone that's worked backstage at the Grand Ole Opry can confirm that Carrie Underwood is miserable.
Wow.
So I know we had gotten texts about that individually, and then she came back up again in BuzzFeed. So when you start seeing this time and time again, you're like, okay, maybe she's not the best person to have to deal with. Ariana Grande got ratted out in BuzzFeed. It says she yelled at my brother while he was a custodian at Disney.
Oh.
Now who knows what happened, but, you know, you do see some stories about Ariana Grande that's coming up, you know, licking donuts and doing all that kind of stuff.
Also, too, BuzzFeed could have writers just making this stuff up. You'd never know.
100%.
That's what people do with content
There was
sometimes.
a crazy girl on Reddit that was writing all kind of stuff about me, and she's stupid, and her career went nowhere, and her podcast failed, so ha. But, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anybody can write anything about anybody on any of these sites, because even like Wikipedia, you can write whatever you want. It's controlled by the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
It's scary, and you can't believe it.
I remember the first time that started kind of this thought started going in my head. I remember I was on MySpace, and MySpace it was morphing into where everyone was on Facebook, but I was on MySpace first, and this girl was calling out this guy for having this STD and naming all this stuff. I'm going, what if she's lying?
Right.
How do you even prove that?
You don't.
I go, I see a problem here.
I know that some people have asked us, when you've dealt with celebrities, what are some of the worst guests that you've had? Now, to me, it's a little bit different because you do have people that maybe have been difficult, but maybe the interview was great or it was good for us. And so I wouldn't say it's necessarily a worst guest. I think you know some of the rude people that we've had.
Sure.
If you're talking about our worst guest, if you had one overall, who would it be?
I got one.
Because they're different for me. Rude versus worst. What do you got, Bird?
Worst interview we ever had to do was the Bill Cosby interview. It was about 39 minutes long. Kevin had to skip 2 commercial breaks. So like the back end of the show, we played commercials for 30 minutes because Bill Cosby would not shut up, and he was talking about absolutely nothing.
And this was well before any allegations had come out against him. So I was giving him respect.
Yes.
It was in the respect Bill Cosby era. So it wasn't like I could push back against anything. It was just, this is an old comic that my dad loved, and I'm giving him respect. And I'm like, dude, you are not saying anything anybody cares to hear. You're right. That is clearly my number one one worst interview because he was just talking to hear himself talk.
This is like you said, it was way before all this scandal, and Kevin would have gotten the crap if he would have cut Bill Cosby off. You cut off a legend, bro?
Yeah, so that was, I hated every second of that.
That was rough.
That's number one for me. What is number one for you, Virginia?
I mean, probably Rob Schneider.
But to me,
it was great, but it was terrible, but it was great.
That's why I don't put it number one, because we got a lot of attention out of that, and it was. Look, for what you need, it was a great interview.
I mean, Howard Stern called me a swear word name on the air. That's cool to me. I was a little kid listening to Howard Stern. Now he's calling me a name on the air.
Yeah, I just, like, when I fight with somebody, it's real. Yeah. And if I fight with you, I don't like you. I want bad things for you. Like, I can't separate the entertainment value for the listeners and my feelings for you to have bad things happen in your life.
I just know for me, we were interviewing a lot of comedians at that time, and
we were.
A lot of them did not want to be in the studio with us. They didn't want to do morning. They didn't want to wake up, and they weren't giving their best effort.
Well, they just went to bed.
I don't care what city you're in and how many people are listening. If you're going to do an interview, you got to give it your 100%. If not, then don't do the interview. Yeah. And I was frustrated because we had so many duds, and these are big names. They just didn't even try.
The system is set up to fail in that, because a lot of them don't want to be there. They don't care about the ticket sales. They're just there, and they just went to bed like 3 hours ago.
Joe Coy said that. He was talking to a comedian, and the comedian said, I never do interviews if the room is sold out already. And Joe Coy says, why would you not take a free interview? Even if you get 5 people listening on a free airway.
Get all new fans.
Joe Coy is smart.
You got 5 new fans there. You're getting a free interview to sell yourself. Why would you deny that?
Well, he's getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame coming up. So
good for
him. That other
comedian
is. Yeah, he's done it right. Really good dude. My second worst guest we've had is Adam Levine from Maroon 5. And here is why it was a bad guest. 1, he was rude. And then 2, I thought I had a good angle, and I did. And he told me on the air, he's like, I'm saving that for Howard Stern. He wouldn't talk about it. And I was like, that ain't cool. Like, to me, it's like, well, then, no. So you're only coming on here to promote the new song that you have. But when I want to make it good for my audience, you're saying no.
You're not big enough, Ralston.
Yeah, and that probably turned me on celebrity. You notice we don't really do celebrity interviews anymore, and that really started it for me. It put such a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, we don't need these people.
Well, it's awkward.
They won't give us the good stuff anyway.
Like, we don't want to be awkward. We want to have fun in here. I'm not looking to be sad.
Yeah.
And Adam Levine, I met him in person. He was even more of a douche in person. Like, why would I want that interaction? Like, I'm out here living a happy life.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody has a good suggestion for the next punishment for Do It Bitch. You have to listen to the entire Bill Cosby interview.
I don't even know if that thing exists anymore. Well, I know I was doing a lot of the editing back then, and I know I did not make that a best of.
Yeah, no. Not at all. Okay, do we got a makeup or a breakup here? People want to know if they need to be ending their relationship or not. This person had an argument with their fiance or their wife about finances, and apparently they made up and they thought everything was fine, but it says here that she offered to make me some soup. I said yes, had to run to the store, forgot my wallet, so I came back inside, had no idea, or she did, that I saw her spitting in my cup of soup.
What?
I said, did you just spit in my soup? And then she completely turned it on me and gaslit me. She said that she was just tasting the soup and swore up and down that she did not spit in it, but I know what I saw. But she insists she would never do something like that. Now I'm just concerned, okay, what do I do? What is the sign of that? If she's going to spit in my food, what else would she put in it?
I would never eat anything again. And that's not the first spit you've eaten.
Yeah, this girl doesn't like you. And you got to figure out how to protect yourself. You're married to someone who doesn't like you.
And maybe she's acting nice in front of you, and then when she's alone, she's spitting in your food.
Yeah.
This is scary.
Well, it definitely is. I mean, you clearly have some issues that are going on, and just having one argument about finances, if that's what it was, you either have a lot of underlying issues or she has got some serious anger issues if one disagreement's going to set her off to do that.
If that happened to you and you swore you saw the queen spit in your food, but then she's like, I swear, up and down, I didn't do it, would that mess with your mind a little bit and go, did I really see that? Or would you go, no, I know what I saw?
No, yeah. I mean, look, there are things that sometimes do happen, not to that level. I've never thought I saw my wife spitting in my food, but, there might be some things that you might feel like you're getting gaslit on. You keep it in the back of your mind. She's not making any more food. I mean, I'm not going to have her soup or whatever. I'm going to take control of, warming up or doing whatever I got to do with my own food at that point. I'll keep an eye on it and then, have a discussion. Be like, look, do you have some unresolved issues about me that need to get out there? Because I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody that despises me and wants to wish me harm.
No, everything's fine, honey. Are you hungry? You want something to eat?
Yeah, then I would keep an eye on it.
How do you sleep at night?
That's what I'm saying,
Are you
man.
sleeping with the enemy?
Yeah.
That's a rough place to be. And that does happen where there's resentment and someone's not letting them know how resentful they are and they're going off the grid, or they're going out of their mind doing it.
If you don't like me enough that you're spitting in my food, guess what? I will pack my bags tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't bye.
Yeah.
It's not even up for discussion.
Yeah.
And you know what you saw. See, she's trying to tell you didn't see what you think you saw. If you are 100% positive that you saw her spitting in your food, no, we're done here.
Yeah. I would think so as well. But, I don't know how long they've been married or whatnot, but it's definitely, I mean, I've been married for a very long time. So if I could have swore that I saw that, then we would talk about it right then and there.
It's a crack in the foundation, and I am going to really not want to be around you.
I was waiting for you to say, what did he do?
Yeah.
I mean, spitting in the food, that's next level.
Spitting just in general, I'd rather get punched in the face than spit in the face or spat in the face. What's the right word? I don't know. But yeah, it's such a disrespectful act.
Spit or spat, it's disrespectful.
Either way, yes. Yeah, you got to watch things. Look, I think we all have moments where we get frustrated by our partner. Like I said, I will silently sometimes flip off my wife when she walks in another room, but I'm never going to be spitting in her food or anything along those lines. That's a different level. And if you get to that level of animosity with somebody, then you really got to check it. You either got to correct it quick or you need to get out of that relationship.
Just if this person makes you that sad and you're that upset that you would do something so psychotic, don't you care that this person is changing you and you're turning into a monster? A person that spits in other people's food is a monster.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, another question here for makeup or breakup is, do you stay with somebody when your kinks don't match up? You said that your niece's friend, Jbird, got dumped by a guy that she was dating because he always wanted to paint her toes, and she was icked out by that and wasn't comfortable with it.
I wish Panda would give me pedicures. I save so much money.
I apparently this guy had a major foot fetish and was into feet, and she's so not down. This is according to her, and he always wanted to paint her nails and
yes, Daddy,
dress up her feet and wash her feet, make out with her feet, do all this stuff.
Let's go.
And she's like, no, because there are people who love feet and there are people who are repulsed by them. And if that's your main thing and someone's not into it.
Yeah, look, I don't think in a relationship, if you're very uncomfortable with somebody doing something, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Some people may say, well, you got to do some things you're uncomfortable with just to make your partner happy. I don't know. So the question is, could you be in a relationship? Let's say that your kinks weirded out him, his kinks weirded out you, and they weren't in alignment. Does that couple have any chance of a successful relationship?
It depends, too, on how driven are they by these kinks. Some people can have a kink, and it's just, not all the time, just something they're turned on. But then there's other people who that dominates their thoughts, and that's what drives them. And I think if you're dealing with that, that's going to be an issue.
I think if you're driven by feet and nothing else, that might be a little much.
Yeah.
You can like feet. You can be into painting feet.
And I think we all probably have a preference of a body part we like more than the others. And if you like feet and are attracted to them, that's fine. But it's not the end all.
No, just because you like feet, there's that stigma. If you like feet, you're just the creepy guy driving around in a van looking at women's feet. It's not the case.
That guy does exist.
No, he does exist. That guy is real. So be careful.
I used to see him at Payless Shoe Source.
But there are some people who just like feet.
Yeah, you're right. They do. I asked, can you be in a relationship if you need your kinks and they don't line up? And right now the voting's at about 50-50. as to whether you can. To me, if you're driven by it and you have to have it and your partner's not comfortable with it, that's a recipe for a disaster. That's not going to last.
What if Panda, your husband, always, like every third time you guys went to the shredder, if you know what I mean, he had to act like he was British the whole time? Could you deal with that kind of kink?
He wants to be British.
He just like every fifth time you guys, do your thing, he just happens to be British the whole time.
Don't you feel bad for Honeyface? Because she gets some of this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she has to be British like once a month, maybe.
What she has to deal with, imagine when he brings out his mime kink. Can you imagine dealing with that, huh?
Someone give that girl a plaque.
This is a walk in the park compared to Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice had to talk. What's going on? I never shut up. At least the mime can stay silent.
It's true.
I think if someone really needs to be British and it's not every time, all right, be British.
Okay. Now, would you play along and be British?
I got to be British, too.
You know where this is going?
That requires a lot of focus.
I could not see that ever happening.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of agree with this. Callie had said, if the kink is something spicy and fun, okay, I'm in. But if it's something disgusting or weird, no, I'm probably out. And 62% of people are saying that a relationship will not work if you have to have your kinks and they do not line up with your partner.
I agree with the 62%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, though. I mean, if it's just weird, like British, we can deal with that. If it's gross, like, you got to get rubber sheets.
Gross or humiliating, or it makes you feel just less than.
Yeah. No, we don't put up with any of that.
Yep.
No. No degradation.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
This is insane footage of this 29-year-old guy named Armin Hastings. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but it all started off when he swerved into oncoming traffic, then slammed on his brakes, and then pursued this couple in reverse for more than a mile.
I think I saw a clip of this.
Oh, it's nutty.
How are you chasing somebody driving in reverse to begin with?
As fast as he can. And they're like, oh my gosh, this guy is coming for us. So they drove directly to the Beaverton Police Department in Oregon. And the guy followed him all the way there, where he got arrested, and they found a black airsoft handgun in his jacket pocket.
Oh,
they have any kind of relationship with this guy?
Not that they reported. Now, if that's it, that's not in the story that they have so far. So I don't know what this guy's motive was, but you can tell they were a little bit freaked out as this guy is chasing him full speed in reverse in his car.
Oh,
I have a disturbance that someone's following me. I don't know. He seems like he has a weapon or something.
You can hear the man calling 911, desperate for help, telling dispatchers it looked like the driver of the other car was reaching for a gun. The situation rapidly gets worse.
I have to make a U-turn. Yeah, I have to make a U-turn because he's blocking the road.
The driver taking desperate measures to get away, but the other vehicle keeps pursuing.
Don't worry, Saya. I got this.
Police say the other driver went in reverse for over a mile.
Here he comes again in reverse. This guy's on drugs. For sure. Look, what the f is he doing? Driving in reverse? He's driving in reverse with me. I'm coming up to a red light, and he's coming here with me right now. Oh, my God. He's about to hit another car right now.
Wow.
Wow.
It could be drugs. I mean,
yeah.
That's insane.
Can you imagine? Listen to her. She's freaking out.
But listen to him. You know what?
Yeah.
He's like, I got this. Don't worry.
He was very reassuring.
You want, in a moment of crisis, a man like that. He had this under control.
And he got her to safety.
He did.
Another weird story. A Massachusetts couple agreed to a $55.7 million settlement after former eBay employee targeted the couple with an elaborate harassment and cyberstalking campaign in 2019 over their coverage of the company in their newsletter.
What?
The campaign against the couple featured threatening messages, a bloody pig mask, live spiders, a funeral wreath, and a book on how to survive death of one's spouse. And it led to federal charges against 7 former eBay employees and executives. Some even served time.
Wow.
Yeah, that's major harassment
That
right
is
there.
major harassment. All because they wrote bad about the company in their newsletter?
Now, the couple's going to be getting $48.7 million.
Dang. Oh, you can say whatever you want about me.
Send me as many bloody pig masks as you want.
Pig, all day, every day.
The rest will then go to charity, including organizations that support First Amendment rights.
Wow. That's a crazy story.
That is pretty nuts.
So the people working for eBay, the company,
Yes.
is the ones that did this?
Yeah, I guess we're getting back at them for some bad reviews they done. That's why they're giving the money to First Amendment places, saying you have a right to speak out.
Of course you do.
Yeah, and they went crazy on them.
Bad look, eBay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Talk about other lawsuits I'd love to win. A former Comcast employee has filed a lawsuit alleging workers at a Connecticut retail store were subjected to humiliating punishments for poor sales performance, including being tied to chairs and hit in the face with cream pies by
They should do
top-performing coworkers.
They should do that here at the radio station.
That sounds like goofy punishments.
You didn't meet your budget?
Now go run on that banana peel.
The suit claims the practice was ordered by the store manager, carried out in front of other employees, and sometimes recorded on video to shame low performers.
Oh my gosh. This is like hazing.
It is.
Wow.
Did they think they were being goofy and funny, and some people didn't get the joke or want the joke, or it
sounds
wasn't
like
funny?
It was all to encourage more performance, because apparently the employees were ranked on a sales leaderboard, with the lowest performing salesperson forced to endure the pieing ritual.
Wow.
Oh, so you get your name on a list, everyone sees you're the lowest salesperson, then you get pied.
In the face.
Yeah, I can see how that might affect the confidence.
And this David Figueroa, he's saying he reported it to a regional manager, but no meaningful action was taken before he left the company. So he's suing Comcast for creating a hostile work environment and allowing workplace harassment and retaliation.
I think if you caught even one pie in the face, you have a case.
But I do like that for a punishment. If someone on the show gets out of line, because we've all signed up for a goofy, I say we strap that person to the chair and they get pied.
All right, Mime.
Me first.
Now, Comcast is denying the allegation, saying the lawsuit mischaracterizes what occurred and that the company intends to vigorously defend itself in court.
Well, there's going to be witnesses then. If it happened in front of the rest of the sales force, they're all going to get deposed and we'll figure out the truth.
Absolutely. Well, a Broward County jury has just awarded $5.6 million to Valeria Marty, a 62-year-old Sun Sentinel newspaper carrier, after she spent more than 3 hours trapped in a malfunctioning elevator at the Hampton Beach Club condominium in Pompano Beach in March of 2023.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I never quite feel safe in an elevator.
Wow. Apparently, she entered the building at around 4 a.m., signed in with security, and left her large newspaper bag in plain view before taking the elevator, which became stuck on the 8th floor.
Oh.
Nobody noticed?
The emergency phone and security camera were not working, and one security guard left for an unauthorized 95-minute break. Wow.
That security guard went to go get some nookie.
Have you guys ever been stuck in an elevator?
Not for any long period of time. Thank God. Knock on wood. Please, Jesus.
I did with my American Legion baseball team. We had about 18 guys on one elevator.
We all broke it.
That's pretty much what did happen.
I mean, you morons.
Well, yeah, we were teenagers and we were go in the big game.
No lawsuit here.
Yeah, I know. But
You're good.
I remember one of the guys started freaking out and just started trying to rip their doors open.
Yeah.
Yeah, not everyone kept their cool.
This poor newspaper carrier in Pompano was in there for 3 hours before somebody called 911 at 7 a.m. They say that she was hospitalized with hypertensive emergency and suffered a stroke, leaving her with permanent physical limitations, difficulty walking, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And
She had a stroke from being stuck in the elevator?
That's what it's saying here.
That's medically able to be proven.
That's why she got that much, $5.6 million.
Damn. All right. Well, it's not worth it. I mean,
give me the bloody pig mask instead.
I'll stay in the elevator strokeless.
Yeah. Well, this is an odd flex. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said that they have arrested 2 men and charged them with placing hundreds of mothballs on St. Pete Beach earlier this year.
They were trying to kill the birds that were messing with their property.
The birds?
Yeah.
The owner of the Plaza Beach Hotel and the owner of Chris's Beachside Bar are accused of placing the mothballs there to prevent black skimmer shorebirds from nesting.
And they text each other about it, and then they had a planned meetup time, and the cops took their phone and were like, oh, looks like everything we need is right here on your phone, you clowns.
Bird murder? Birder?
Birder.
Yes. Wild, huh?
I guess, birds leave poo.
Oh, bird, they can be...
And I can see how if you have a restaurant or a hotel, you don't want a bunch of bird poo on your property.
I mean, I got birds all the time, but I ain't mothballing them.
They were mothballing them.
That's messed up.
Got another story of hazing here in South Florida. A Florida Atlantic University student has filed a lawsuit alleging he suffered permanent injuries after months of extreme hazing while pledging the Delta Tau Delta fraternity in 2025.
Sue them.
Yeah, these hazing fraternity stuff, it's so stupid to me.
Sue National and sue them for millions and millions and millions of dollars, because that's the only way you're going to stop these fraternities from doing this. You got to hit them where it hurts.
The suit claims that he and 20 other pledges were subjected to physically demanding and degrading activities, including being blindfolded, forced to squat for long periods, participate in 4 a.m. workouts, clean fraternity members' homes, serve as designated drivers, surrender meal swipes, and complete other tasks under the threat that refusing would cost them membership. The student alleges that the hazing culminated in an off-campus incident that left him with permanent injuries.
Oh.
And he's seeking more than $50,000 in damages.
Yeah, these things have to stop. This is like the most stupid, barbaric, young, dumb ritual I've ever heard of. Kids are dying.
Well, they try to crack down, but I think what happens is they end up hiding it, and they say if anyone blows the whistle, you're not getting in the fraternity, and we're going to make your life miserable.
Yes, it's a code of silence, and you can't tell what really goes on, but it still goes on.
There's one that just was released like a month ago. It's probably like 35, 40 freshman kids. They're all in their boxers with their shirt off. They're soaking wet in this basement area, and the leader is being such a douche to the cops.
Throw them in jail. On top of the financial fines, actually throw them in jail for human rights abuses.
Delta Tau Delta has acknowledged the student was injured during an off-campus event and said it has been working with university officials while reviewing the incident. Now, FAU has a zero tolerance for hazing policy.
They all do.
And the FAU chapter of Delta Tau Delta is under university suspension through December 31st of 2026, followed by a year of probation, along with restrictions on recruitment and social events and mandatory educational programs. So there you go. But yeah, it's crazy. We got all these hazing stories still happening in 2026.
Not enough jail time. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Literally throw these people that are running this pledge class in jail.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Okay, Mr. Mime, what you got on your mind today, Jbird?
I was talking to a KVJ Nationer, and I don't know if they were being 100% honest, because sometimes people will tell you stuff and you don't know. And I really like asking people what's going on in their life. Any drama, I always ask my friends that, or anyone I'm comfortable with, because everyone's got some kind of drama.
Yeah.
And some of it's entertaining, and I'll go, can I talk about that on the air?
Some people always give you material.
Yeah, they really do. And I feel like everyone's got something to say. Everyone's got a story. And this KVJ Nationer, I was talking with them, and they were chain smoking like crazy. And I must have talked to this person for about 15 minutes. And they brought up their smoking. They're like, sorry, I'm smoking so much. They claimed they smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. Is that even humanly possible?
I mean, it's in a Beastie Boys song, so it must be real.
That was 2 packs a day.
Oh,
this,
2?
This is a whole other pack, man.
They're overachievers, is what he's saying here.
3 packs of cigarettes seems like just a next level amount. Denny's, I know you used to, back in the day, smoke cigarettes. You no longer do anymore. Are 3 packs a normal thing, or is that a next level holy crud?
That is not normal. That's way over the top.
Yeah,
I'd say on a night of drinking, you could easily go into maybe like a whole pack in a day, you know?
Okay, so 3 packs is probably not even scientifically possible.
I mean, it is possible, but here's what you'd be doing. You would be lighting a new cigarette every 16 minutes on average throughout your entire waking day.
Wow.
This guy was lighting them right after another.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he could do it. I mean, that's 3.75 cigarettes per hour and 1 pack every 5 hours and 20 minutes to get that done.
And he said he tried to stop smoking a couple times. He's like, I gave up. I like my cigarettes too much.
Damn.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
all right.
you know, I guess.
I said, hey, can I talk about this? Your 3 packs a day. He's like, yeah, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess everything. Well, I saw that daily marijuana use in the U.S. has now officially surpassed daily cigarette smoking.
I can see that. Well, it is kind of a weird thing. I don't see that many people smoking cigarettes anymore. If they're not smoking weed, they're usually vaping.
Yeah, they say 16% of U.S. adults report daily cannabis consumption, while traditional cigarette smoking has dropped to a historic low of around 11%.
If you're still smoking ciggies, like, you are the last of the Mohicans. You're just an old battle axe, and you're like, nope, they're going to bury me with my Marlboros.
And there's some people like that. I remember us doing an event, and it was an outdoor event, and we were doing a live show, and it started to pour, I mean, from the heavens, and this one woman did not move. She stayed in the rain, and somehow her cigarette stayed lit, and she was puffing like a dragon as the rain is coming down on her. It was like the smoke protected her.
It's kind of like she's in a music video.
Yeah, it was bizarre, man.
Well, Denny's is finally just said, you know what, forget it. I'm going to start growing my own, which makes sense because he's got that green thumb. Tell me, Denny's, what are you and your wife, Jen, about ready to start growing in your garden?
We're going to start growing our own lettuce.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I thought it was going to be something better.
Not the devil's lettuce.
Oh, not the devil's lettuce.
There might be some of that, too. Who knows? I don't know.
We'll do all the lettuce.
Don't get them mixed.
He would never.
Yeah, right.
That's a smart move, dog.
Yeah, we just thought of it. We go, you know, because what lettuce is pretty sketchy right now. It's pretty demonized. So I found some. I'm showing the picture on KVJ TV. Found some seeds, super inexpensive. It takes almost no effort to even grow this stuff.
Wow.
We're gonna grow our own lettuce, and then we'll just be flush with lettuce. So if you guys need lettuce, let me know.
I do. We're lettuce people now.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about poop lettuce because you're not pooping on the lettuce.
I hope not. I don't think that's part of the...
you got to get Lachlan in
keep
on
an eye
that.
on your kid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing if he got cyclospore from his own lettuce? He's like, how?
Gosh.
That would be something else.
That would suck.
It'd be great for Bert or baby Lachlan, but not great for you.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Who pooped on my lettuce? Was that Bert or baby Lachlan?
Seriously, who pooped on my lettuce?
Yes.
I want to know.
Yeah, they say 40% of Americans are eating less lettuce now.
I was...
Because of cyclospora.
I ordered a salad yesterday at lunch at a table with a bunch of people, and everybody kind of looked at me like, "Oh, really? Wow,
what are you doing?
You're bold."
Yeah, I didn't even realize that I still had the bad lettuce in my refrigerator until the night before I came back after being in the hospital. I'm in there, and I thought someone put it in my refrigerator as a joke. I go, "This is Taylor Farms? This is what they're talking about. I've been eating so much of this."
It's kind of awesome to have Taylor Farms right now. You should pick a picture of it and post it.
I threw it away. Oh. Yeah, it was about like a week ago, but I was getting down on that Taylor Farm, so Denny's is doing it right.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I just wanted to send a shout out to one of our dear friends from Chili's. Our friend Tony V has supported Little Smiles for like 30 years. He would always do, he's a big manager with Chili's. He has been for years. But he would always do like Little Smiles give backs. He would always do events and cater the golf tournaments and give all kinds of money to Little Smiles over the years. Well, yesterday they had the National Chili's Convention, which I didn't even know was a thing, but they had it out in Dallas, and he was inducted into the Chili's Hall of Fame. So Tony V, responsible for raising hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for little kids in hospitals with Little Smiles over the years. And so a shout out to him. He's in the Chili's Hall of Fame.
That's amazing. I didn't know they had a Hall of Fame.
I didn't either, but it was impressive. I sent you a picture.
That's awesome. Good for him. Well, I think this is something that I'm glad to see one community is really taking seriously and doing something about it. Boca Raton is planning to invest more than $1.2 million to address growing homelessness by expanding both law enforcement and outreach services, which I think are very much in need. Now, during a city workshop, officials directed the city manager to move towards hiring 4 new police officers, a community resource coordinator, and they're creating a quality of life working group to improve coordinating between police, social services, and community partners. Look, I think we all, you see homeless people out and about, and you hear some of the stories where every now and then they lash out and, some things happen. And so you don't know, it's this weird dance that we have. You don't want to be inhumane to any human being, and you sympathize with a lot of their situations, but at the same time, you're like, I just don't want this to interfere, with what I've got going on. I mean,
public safety is more important than being kind to people that are randomly attacking.
And it's been a hard dance. I don't think we've been able to reconcile. And I think you really have to have dedicated people that can build a relationship with some of the people in the homeless community, know more about them, keep an eye on them, truly help them. Wouldn't it be great if they could get them into programs to get them off the street?
Mental health and drug rehabilitation services.
All kinds of stuff that you can be doing. A
lot of times it's drugs and mental health. So if you focus on those 2 areas, you'll really help a lot of people.
Yeah, so I like to see that the city of Boca Raton, they're going to be putting out the money, the $1.12 million, because you have to put money to it to pay for those officers to be spending their time doing that kind of stuff, and then the resources to go with it. But they're saying, this is a priority in our community. Now, the good news is in Palm Beach County, they say the homeless population has dropped from over 2,000 2 years ago in 2024 to only 538 this year. Now, I don't know if that means that they're getting off the streets or they're just going to the streets somewhere else, or maybe they don't count as well. But
and how do you really count the homeless?
This kind of sounds like the Florida numbers of the lettuce disease.
Yeah.
Only two people got
Only 2 people have cyclospora.
I'd like
we
to hear
only
the
have
methodology.
500 homeless.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, I don't even know if I should tell the guys I got the lettuce disease. They're not going to believe me.
So while Palm Beach has dropped from over 2,000 to 538, in the same time, St. Lucy's homeless population has almost doubled.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they just headed north. So who knows what's going on with that. But I will tell you, when it comes to dealing with mental health issues, West Palm Beach police are doing good stuff as well. They had somebody that got up on the Broadway Bridge during a mental health crisis, and he was hanging from the bridge. And responders got up there to reported a crash, and the cops went out there and they got over the railing, over the water, and built up trust with him by giving him some water, and were able to talk him back to safety over the barrier. So West Palm Beach Police did an amazing job for that.
Wow.
But it just goes to show you, man, when you get into mental health issues, man, it is really tricky to deal with. And I am not any kind of expert. I don't understand it. I am just like, God bless you. And we just need more resources, more people that do understand it, and ways to help people out. I got to tell you, this story for me is really baffling. It's just terrible to think about 3 young children losing their lives. It's even worse to think about it being at the hands of their mother. And then what can be even worse than that is the mother not in control of her own faculties and taking her kids' lives in something that is not her fault. Now, this is what they're trying to sort out right now in the trial of Lindsay Clancy in Duxbury, Massachusetts. Back in January 2023, she killed her 3 young children when her husband had left, gone out for something, thought she was okay. Now, she had been going through some issues at the time. He knew that there was some maybe postpartum depression, and she had, exhibited maybe some suicidal tendencies and things like that. And in the courtroom, they're asking, because what they're trying to prove, the defense is saying, look, this is postpartum psychosis. She was heavily over-medicated as well with all these psychiatric drugs. She was not in charge of her own faculties, did not know what she was doing. And in the courtroom, they showed like the kid's clothes. She couldn't even look at it. She's clearly, there's a lot that's going on here emotionally. But, they're also, the prosecution is saying that she acted with deliberate intent and that she had time to pull back from the edge, and this wasn't an impulsive thing. Now, her husband was on the stand, and he was talking about, when he had gotten home and what he had talked about to her. And this was a discussion that had happened after everything went down. And here's what he had to say about his wife when he had a conversation with her.
And she didn't describe that as hearing this external voice telling her to harm the kids, correct?
Correct.
What did the defendant say at that time about what had happened with the children?
She didn't talk about our kids. She talked about what she went through.
And what did she say about what she went through?
She said she heard a man's voice telling her that if she didn't do it now, she would lose her chance.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds like
the devil.
Yeah, right.
The devil himself.
Right.
But is it from mental? Is it from the medicine? Is it from the combination of everything with the postpartum? And who knows?
It's what they're trying to sort out. And I think this is an important case for that, to say we've got to understand mental health situations a little bit better than what we do.
Is it true? Do you know, was she on a ton of medications?
That's what they said, yeah.
Okay, so look, I've seen it and it's happened to me. If you're on the wrong medication, your mental health can get worse. If you don't have the right kind of stuff, it can make you crazy.
Now, as it is right now, because I don't know a lot about the circumstances on this, we're going to find out in just a second, but I asked KVJ TV, I said, what do you think about the mother who murdered her 3 children? The number one answer, 46% of people think she still needs some jail time. And 40% say she's entirely to blame. Only 16% are saying it's not her fault at all.
Y'all, you can't murder people.
So we've got Kelly on here from Palm Beach Gardens, who was a social worker and very familiar with this case as well. What are your thoughts on this, Kelly? Where do you side? Do you think that she's entirely to blame, not her fault at all, or she needs some kind of jail time and some kind of responsibility for this?
Well, I mean, obviously there has to be some kind of responsibility, but I would think that's probably, even now she can't be left alone. So if she is penalized, it will probably be in an institution, a mental health institution. I think what this case really highlights is how hard it is to treat and identify mental health issues because you can't see it. So, you can see someone and they look fine or they appear fine and they're masking it because of shame or whatever. But she did. Her husband, by the way, does stand by her. It's her ex-husband now. But he says that there was a marked difference in her behavior, her functioning. She sought help from multiple medical professionals. And to Jbird's point, she was put on medication and rapidly declined. And that's somewhat common, but in some cases it can be a severe decline. And what had happened was the medical teams weren't talking to each other. She wasn't getting the help that really she needed. She was just getting medicated. And once the medication doesn't work, and it doesn't work it actually has terrible side effects. They then need to say, well, she shouldn't be in this class of medications.
Okay.
That never happened. So she was prescribed multiple medications. She went to multiple hospitals. She checked herself in, and her family was all on board trying to be around and support her. But that's the problem with mental health illness. You can have a really great couple days, couple weeks, and then it can come crashing down on you, and you're just trying your hardest. And it does sound like she did have a psychotic break where and I've seen it happen in people I know. I've experienced my own mental health issues. You're very detached from reality. In her description of feeling outside of herself is one that I do hear from clients of mine who are experiencing postpartum depression. They have intrusive thoughts, which she did express to her primary care doctors, her psychiatrist, her husband, that she was having bad thoughts. And those bad thoughts included hurting herself, hurting her children. And they thought they covered their bases by saying, do you have a plan?
Okay.
And that is a question we do ask. Do you have a plan? That just kind of is a box you check. But that's not the be-all, end-all.
So then what do you do in this situation? She's admitted this. Do you have to take the kids away and keep her away from her own children? And then if you did that, for how long would you have to do that?
So in that case, her family did the right thing in the very beginning. They immediately had people with her. Her family was coming to help out. And it's hard because an intrusive thought isn't necessarily an intention, but it's something you need to watch out for, especially if someone's threatening or feeling like they're going to harm someone or themselves.
Yeah.
But what she tried to do is be institutionalized. She tried to check in. And they did not treat her. Yeah. They said, we don't have the facilities here to treat you. And she did that multiple times. And she was under the care of mental health professionals. And that just goes to show that even across the board, even if with good intentions, it's hard to understand, it's hard to diagnose, it's hard to treat. And there's still a lot of shame for a lot of people. So it's scary to say to someone, I don't want to feel this way, but I feel like I might hurt someone. I might hurt myself.
So, Kelly, what do you think we need to do as a country then to stop these kind of situations from happening where a mother with postpartum would kill her 3 children?
Well, I think that I think that we are making a lot of progress because even like on your show, you guys talk about mental health issues that you yourselves are going through. I think that's a good start. Normalizing the fact that people do go through hard times and there's no shame to it. But I think understanding women's issues has always kind of been on the back burner, whether it's menopause, especially in the Black community, pregnant Black women get treated differently. So I think really focusing on the fact that this is not rare. It's not rare for someone to have postpartum issues, especially since she had postpartum issues with her first 2. This was just the worst.
Yeah.
So I think kind of normalizing talking about it, already preventatively putting things into place when a woman has a baby.
Yep.
Other countries have people who check in with the mom at a couple weeks, at 3 months, at 6 months.
Right.
They're proactive in that. And the sad thing is she's probably going to end up, she's already paralyzed because she threw herself out a window after cutting her throat and her wrists and taking pills.
Yeah.
So she's paralyzed, and she still cannot be left alone. So I suspect, like Andrea Yates, which again is another person who did the same thing, I think she'll end up being institutionalized for a very long time. Okay. But the sad part is, there's no true villain, and they're all victims, every one of them in the family.
What are your thoughts on pregnancy after pregnancy after pregnancy, like in rapid succession, and that making it worse? And that by the time you get to baby number 3 or baby number 4, if you haven't figured out the postpartum, it's going to be dangerous.
And especially if you did have postpartum issues, but your body really needs at least a good 1.5 years to recover. I mean, even just physically, hormonally, mentally. And there are some people who say, oh, my grandma had 20 kids in a row. And,
right.
It's not like that for everyone. But the more you have children back to back to back, the likelihood increases. And especially if even with one of them you had issues, it's more likely you're going to have issues again if you didn't get the help you needed the first time and coping skills and so on and so forth. But also with the medicine, these medicines are meant to help. There's no shame in it, but they can have side effects. And sometimes they're very dangerous. And she was given a medicine. She had a terrible adverse reaction to it, and that was not focused on. And the fact that they kept trying to Band-Aid it with medicine, it doesn't work that way. You have to be what we call like wraparound treatment, medicine, therapy, oversight. She was failed on a lot of different levels by professionals around her.
Okay.
And that's sad because she's not alone in that. And she was someone with means. So think about all the people that don't have health insurance, don't have family support. It's an epidemic, and it's sad.
It really is. I hope, if nothing else, we learn something from this and we start to improve and go in the right direction and bringing this to the light, that you understand what it could be. I couldn't even imagine, and even just looking at him, I put myself obviously in her husband's shoes, thinking, okay, if I had a wife that I knew had postpartum depression with the first child, the second child, I'm leaving her alone with my kids and I'm scared about doing it. How do you, as a husband, then, what is your responsibility? Because I would be blaming myself so much to say, you knew this is questionable and you left her alone with the kids, but what do you do in these type of situations? It might happen. It's tough. So I hope that people do learn from this. I don't know what's going to happen to her. Kelly's probably right that she will be in a mental institution. It sounds like that's probably the best thing. It sounds like we do need to talk about it more. And you can clearly see that we don't have enough resources and we're not doing the right things for people with mental health issues in this country. I don't think anybody here on the KVJ show would do great at the game Jeopardy, but every now and then they get a category that's on there and you're like going, okay, I got a chance. Anything to me that's like music related, it's like, okay, you know what? I got a chance.
I could do this.
I got to be better than these nerds that are up there. I spent more time studying things like music than I did all these other smart things that they know so much about.
You're the best we got, Ralston. If anybody's going into a music trivia competition, it's you.
So the question is, could we run this music category on the board in Jeopardy?
We have to say what is, right?
We're supposed to.
Oh, boy.
That's it. Yeah, it's the first thing you got to remember. What is, and then the answer. That's how Jeopardy works.
Got ya.
Okay, here's the first question on the board in Jeopardy, this music category.
Though Michael Jackson wrote 2 #1 hits for this 1982 album, the title track was penned by Rod Temperton.
Bird.
Matthew.
What is it?
What is Thriller?
Gonna go, what is Thriller? The answer?
Matthew.
What is Thriller?
Yes.
Yeah, Bird.
Hey.
There we go.
Okay, setting the tone.
That's right, you have. Okay.
You got this. All right, it's all you.
No, come on. That takes the fun out of it. Come on.
I suck.
Competition, dog. I hate when we play together. We always end up fighting. We never do well.
Okay, 1 for 1 so far. Perfect score. Question 2.
We've heard whispers that John McVie suggested changing the title of a 1977 album from Yesterday's Gone to this.
Okay. 1977 Fleetwood Mac album.
Oh.
What do you think, Jbird? What's coming to mind?
What was the question, though? I got it so confused.
It was about John McVie changing the name of the album to this. What was the movie they came out with in 77?
The album was Rumors.
Sophia.
What is Rumors?
Fleetwood Mac, right?
What is Rumors?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I blew it.
Well, you got the answer right, though.
Yeah.
We're not going to get that technical in here. I mean, my gosh, we know we're not going on Jeopardy. We know we'll never be able to do it right. You just got to get the answers correct. All right, 2 for 2, Bird. Question number 3.
Merriam-Webster says this idiomatic phrase is 2 words, but Nirvana made it 1 in 1991.
See how they trick you with the questions. They make it a lot more complicated than it needs to be.
Nitty-a-manic, what?
Yeah, exactly. So see, they kind of lost you on that. But all you got to do is you got to focus on the true part of it. Boil it down basically to this.
But Nirvana made it 1 in 1991.
Virginia.
Bird. Yeah, Virginia. You want to try to play?
What is Nevermind?
Okay, let's see. Could Virginia actually get one correct?
Matthew.
What is Nevermind?
Right.
Yes, see, that's the album. See, they confuse you on this smart show by throwing this you don't hear anything. And then all it is just naming the album title. You knew Rumors from Fleetwood Mac in 77. You knew Nevermind from Nirvana in 1991. You see how they're kind of messing with your mind when you really know the answers.
Alex Trebek would never do that. I'm sorry. I could follow along, Trebek.
Okay. All right.
You think it's a Ken Jennings problem?
I don't want to get into all that, but what is yes?
Suck it, Ken.
Yeah.
Perfect score, though. I'll tell you that. 3 for 3 right now. We're going to run the category here on Jeopardy.
You Need to Calm Down and Cruel Summer are tracks on this 2019 offering from Taylor Swift.
Okay. 2019, what was her album? That's really all the question is asking. What was the name of the Taylor Swift album that came out in 2019?
What's the one with the snake? No, that's too...
Is it Red? No.
Burp, burp, burp. Okay. Nobody's going to get that. They don't let you guys go on forever.
They don't let you confer for 10 minutes?
They don't let you have a 10-minute conversation.
They don't accept half answers. They go, oh, never mind. I didn't mean that one.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me think.
I really like that album.
All right. I don't think we're going to get this one.
Devin.
What is Red?
No. Those songs are on Lover.
Oh.
You said Red, though.
So I was wrong,
but you're dancing.
Congratulations, you said the same wrong answer the other guy did.
I didn't even know there was an album named Lover.
Okay.
Did you?
Clearly not a Swiftie.
Of course I did. I just wanted you to get a point.
Okay. All right, got 3 out of 4 so far. Let's check out one more here. Can we run the category? No, but can we finish off strong? Hopefully.
Go ahead. You can say the title of this Kendrick Lamar album full of one-word song titles like Love and Humble.
Okay, it's got one word. What was the album title?
Bird.
Yep.
Humble.
Going with Humble. Any guess, Virginia?
What is Humble?
What is Humble, he says. All right.
Sophia.
What is damn?
You got it.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not right.
What is it? No, you're wrong.
Okay. You finished 3 out of 5.
We got all the old ones right.
I'm talking about, yeah.
We missed the current awesome artists like Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
We got the old stuff like Fleetwood Mac.
It's okay.
Go back to the 70s. They got it.
I am what I am.
I am what I am.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Looking at some major changes here to the food delivery game. DoorDash is going to be updating consumer fees based on how far your order travels and how much effort it takes a dasher to complete it.
Sounds like more money.
Yeah.
It does. Yep.
They're going to charge you more if you're a complicated bee.
I have been,
which I am.
I have not been ordering a lot of that stuff, and I did it last night. We ordered 5 guys, and we didn't order that much, and it was like $55 with everything. It was insane with all the fees and all that.
Yeah, they're saying they're looking at a long distance fee, which would be applied to any order that travels more than 10 miles from its destination.
Another fee. Well, then it shouldn't even be available then on your thing.
10 miles, though, that's far.
I like it when they have what's in your area.
Right.
'Cause every now and then they'll put one out there and you go, why is everything $38? Why is that bowl of spaghetti $56? And you're like, oh, it's because it's 72 miles away.
And if you got to pay more for anything going over 10 miles, how much you got to pay when it's delivered by air? The FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, has just approved DoorDash to launch its in-house drone delivery program called DoorDash Air. It requires passing a rigorous 5-stage evaluation, and it did. They say the rollout for the new in-house fleet is expected later this year. A drone will be dropping your food off at your place.
Whoa.
I don't know about the cost effect on that. They didn't mention that in the announcement. They just said, it's coming, baby.
Whatever the price is, Rocco will use my money to buy it. He will love this so much. My 11-year-old would lose his mind if a pizza came to the house from a drone.
Right. You just wait in the front yard as it drops out of the sky.
This kid will sit out there all night waiting for this pizza.
If you told me 10 years ago, you say, Bird, we're going to have the ability to drop pizza from the heavens right into your house, I'd say you're crazy.
What is this, the Jetsons?
Exactly. Yeah. Another great reference.
Yeah.
You old?
Nothing better than listening to some Fleetwood Mac while the Jetsons is on.
Oh, it's great. Honestly, quite cozy.
Well, we got more KVJ. You can watch it live in about 10 minutes on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, or get it on demand anytime you want on YouTube and Spotify. Before we do that, Bird, wrap us up here with your thought for the day. Dramatically putting on readers.
He's still wearing the Mime outfit for those of you that are not able to see this, and it is, yes, ridiculous.
Most people fill every moment with noise because they're terrified of hearing what their own heart has been trying to say.
Ooh, that's a mime. Okay, his heart's beating. It's dripping down his, I think it exploded and it's dripping down his
Did you have
stomach.
a heart attack?
No, my heart broke.
Oh.
It was kind of like, I'm just doing my act.
Okay. He's still working.
First month's the hardest.
Yeah.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.